Basketball is a movie and every game is a blockbuster.
This season is alive!
E for exciting, entertaining, energy and epic. Tauihi Basketball, rated E.
Well, kia ora everybody, and nice to have you along for Friday night basketball here in Tauranga. It's great that you can join us for Sky Broadband Rapid League action here from Queen Elizabeth Youth Centre in Tauranga. This is the Whai up against the Kāhu, and the first meeting between these two teams. We're in round two of the Tauihi Aotearoa basketball, which of course will tip off at 7:30 this evening. Glenn Lama here, Kaysen Bookman with me again for this clash, and this is going to be an interesting night of basketball, Kaysen, with these two teams at least winning in the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa League. But the Kāhu did drop that game against the Hoi last week, but they've been strengthened a little bit by some very good players who have competed and performed really well at the New Zealand Secondary Schools Nationals.
Yeah, are we just going to talk about the fact that Bailey Flavel is coming in off the back of 40 points per game in the Secondary School Nationals, which is an incredible feat. Excellent performance from her, so it'll be a new life added to this Kāhu team, new energy, and here's the starting lineup.
Absolutely, and the starting lineup for the Kāhu has Ratuno, Bierstow, Talvast, Anderson, and Tauihi, with another Ledger Walker coming off the subs bench. Welcome to the top level of New Zealand basketball, Tanika Ledger Walker, the sister of Crystal and Charlize. And it's going to be awesome to see her out on court. The Kāhu losing last week to the Hoi by 32-27. The Whai were victorious, very comfortable win in the Rapid League over Puakai, 31-14. And we got the same starting five out there for them this week. Smiler, the two Rogers sisters, Eva Langton and McKenna Dale. So the Rogers sisters are going to be something to watch, and Eva Langton had a very good game last week as we just quickly checked out the head-to-head there.
Eva's always present in the game. She just grinds it out. She's got her hands all over the game. Great shooter, great rebounder, great defender. So she's an incredible contribution to this Whai team.
Yeah, 6 points and 7 rebounds last week for Eva Langton against the Puakai. So keep your eye on her. She's wearing 11 for the Whai in this game. This Kāhu team, I've got a funny feeling they're going to be a lot better in this game here, with a couple of players being brought in to the lineup today.
And they've got one game under their belt, right? So they're learning each other a little bit more. Got another week of practice in them, and it'll be interesting to see how they gel tonight.
So this is quick fire basketball, of course, just 4-minute quarters. And here's the Whai with the ball now. And here is Langton coming forward after the early turnover from the Kāhu. Two Rogers sisters, Emma Rogers, number 8, passes to her sister Sophie, frees up Dale, who starts in style.
You can't have any miscommunications on McKenna Dale because she will blap it right in your face. She noticed it, recognized it, hand down, man down, shot in.
Perfect start for the Whai, wasn't it, with that three-pointer from Dale. So now what can the Kāhu respond with here? Loose ball is picked up by the Whai, and it's Smiler who's got it. Hayley Smiler, 3 points and 4 rebounds last week in 14 minutes of court time. Now Dale, she's a senior figure in this. Now Rogers kicks it out to Langton. Back-to-back threes for the Whai.
Picking up where they left off from last week, shooting 37% from the field, and it looks like they're going to be near that number in this first quarter.
What a start for the Whai. Just a dream start, and now another turnover. Down court it goes. Ambitious pass. Bairstow's picked it up here for the Kāhu. And now here's a little pull-up jumper that rattles home. So an early basket. The lead is cut to 4 points.
Can I just say, Ellie will not miss from that range. That is her bread and butter, and you can almost guarantee that shot's going to go in from inside the paint.
You used to play with her, right?
Oh, yeah. She's such a great player.
Yeah, that's Tauihi we're talking about. Lovely lob pass into Dale. Just delays the play, but unfortunately for her, Steph Bairstow got in the way. And now here comes Tauihi. And now here's a little play coming from Palvast, and that's good play from her, and the Kāhu starting to flex their muscles now.
Yeah, Chevy's got a world of experience, and you know she's never going to go cold on the night, averaging heaps of points over in the Aussie leagues, and called for the foul. They're just a little too aggressive.
Palvast just giving Rogers just a little nudge.
Welcome to the big leagues, little one.
Exactly. It's going to be fascinating to see how the rotation works with the Kāhu. Players like Flavel and Ledger Walker. Young players who are getting their chance. Now Dale. Beautiful pass inside, 6 seconds on the shot clock length, and that was good defense by the Australian Bairstow.
Yeah, that was great defense. On the last 2 offensive plays, the Whai have sealed their defenders and had great position, just unable to finish on the short jumper.
Here's a step back jumper is away from Palvast, and here comes the Whai again. Nice ball down to Smiler. About sucking in Palvast. She wasn't taking the trick though. Now here's Emma Rogers trying to work off the screen from Mac Dale. Dale kicks it out to Sophie Rogers, not going to fall, and here comes the Kāhu.
That was a great look. He thought that one was going in. Great offensive set from the Whai, just unable to make that 3 fall.
Here's the Kāhu now, and here is Flavel. Phenomenal numbers.
Oh!
Well, it was blocked. The foul, I think, might have just got the hip on Flavel there.
Yeah, I think she gave her a little bit of an elbow, but look at the patience from her. That's why she dropped 40 at Nationals.
Crazy. 39.3 points per game, but we'll round it up to 40.
Yeah, you got to give her 40.
Exactly.
If you're putting up that many points.
Flavel played for Takapuna Grammar School, and they finished in 5th place. At the Nationals, she scored almost 40 points per game, and they still only finished 5th. But not surprisingly, Bailey Flavel, who's at the Chemist Warehouse line here, did make the All-Star 5.
She's going to be one to watch this season for sure.
That's the second free throw, but the offensive rebound is claimed by Anderson. And now it's back to Ratuno, and the other Australian who's out there for the Kāhu.
Oh!
Three-pointer is good. Is that Bairstow?
Yeah, that's Bairstow. Excellent movement, and all generated off of the offensive rebound from Asia Anderson.
Wow, lovely run of 7-0 now for the Kāhu Kaysen.
Exactly, that's what they need.
Great comeback after the 2 early threes from the Whai as we narrow down here the last few seconds of the first quarter. Smiler, and he's got the foul off Bairstow. So just running those rules again, of course, the FIBA Asia players, which includes Australians, are eligible to play in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. That's why we're seeing Bairstow and Ratuno out there. Great play from Bairstow, very experienced player, born Brisbane. Cam Bairstow's sister, so she's got very good basketball pedigree. Last few seconds here is Rogers. Not going to drop there for the Whai. Quick back three is almost going to fall, and it isn't. So the Kāhu going to take the lead at the end of the first quarter, 8-6.
A great job there, trying to get that shot off. Who was that pulled off that? Was it a Rogers sister?
I think it was. I think it was Emma Rogers trying to nail that last three, and she just strayed.
Just to speak about the Rogers sisters as well. Sophie Rogers named to the All-Star 5, runner-up for Aquinas, averaging 34 points a game. And her sister averaged a light 19 points a game, which is still a lot, and she was named the defensive player.
Yeah, just letting you know too that you were talking about all these teams. Westlake Girls did win the New Zealand Secondary Schools Championship. Of course, they're based on Auckland's North Shore. Well, here's the offer this week. New York 25. Any large pizza, 25% off. Don't worry, folks, you missed that QR code. You could, you know, rewind your My Sky if you want, but don't fret, that QR code will be back.
Not going to miss out on you're not going to miss out on your Sal's pizza, don't worry.
So 8-6, nice comeback from the Kāhu. They were 6-0 down, so all 8 points in succession for this team. Yeah, Steph Bairstow, cool to have her in New Zealand. Cam Bairstow's sisters are touched on, and she's got two other brothers. Of course, Sean plays at the New Zealand Breakers, and Jared's at the Brisbane Bullets. So
quite phenomenal. A talented family.
Phenomenal, isn't it? 4 siblings all playing top-level basketball. Now here's Smiler. Nice move baseline. The reverse layup doesn't quite fall there for the Whai. Yeah, Emma Rogers. That was a pretty smart move, though, wasn't it? Bairstow pulls up with a nice mid-range jumper as the Kāhu 10-0. They're on a run at the moment.
It's a great answer back there by Bairstow, pulling it up when they're in transition, kind of lacking communication, just right in their face.
Kaylee Smiler runs out of real estate, but Langton finds plenty, and there's a three-pointer.
Eva Langton, I am loving the way her game has developed, and just this last year, you can see the confidence exuding from her shot. Great to see from her.
And that was needed for the Whai, wasn't it? Because they've now cut that lead back to 1, and there's a foul coming in from Emma Rogers. Remember, Emma Rogers is just 16, doesn't turn 17 till next month.
Talk about another young one who she just turned 17 as well. Flavel?
No, she was back in February. I think
that's
Hokianga.
Yeah, Hokianga.
Just turned 17. Yeah.
Pardon me.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll see Hokianga in the main in the Tauihi game. Here's Bailey Flavel at the line again. Of course, she's the daughter of Judd Flavel, who's just been announced as the Tall Blacks coach. This time she nails her 2 free throws, so well done to Bailey Flavel as that lead goes back out to 3 for the Kāhu. Flavel's 3 points coming all from the line. Nice little fake there from Sophie Rogers. Had it deflected though. So here's the Whai. Good defense played by the Kāhu here as the shot goes up. It wasn't a bad effort in the end there from Highland, but the Kāhu, that was good defense.
Yeah, I'm liking the pressure the Kāhu is putting on. They learned a bit from their last game, don't leave the shooters open, and they are putting the pressure on as they miss the 3. The Whai are back in the other direction in transition, looking deep to Langton. She missed the layup. Flavel gathers the rebound.
Good vision from Dale to free her up, wasn't it? And there's Flavel losing the ball. No foul conceded, 2-on-1 situation here. Here's Highland fouled this time. And really no option there from, I think that was Palvast who really had to concede the foul.
No, I think it was Eliana. Yeah, Eliana, she's got really great hands, Ellie. Usually she'll sneak that one by, but when you're swinging down like that on defense, they're definitely going to call it. And you see the look here in transition. Finds her, takes the body. Definite foul.
Yeah, Tauihi had no option there. Now Anika Highland at the line, another teenager from Tauranga girls in her first year in the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa League. Well, that was it. Maybe we can give her half a point. Not to be, but a full court pressure too coming from the Whai.
Oh, look at that. Get on the ground. Excellent hustle there by the girls. And it's going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, really good work by the Whai. Love the way they mixed that up, Kaysen.
Oh, exactly. That's the kind of pace they like to play at, and it's the kind of pace the Kāhu don't like to play at as much. So it's good to put them in that pressure situation.
So the Whai's going to get the ball here. Just under halfway through the second period of the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Hope you're enjoying it. Nice little fake there by Emma Rogers. Confidence in the 16-year-old is really impressive. There's Highland for 3.
Oh.
That's the third 3 of the game for the Whai.
Oh man, this Whai team can really shoot the lights out. They have weapons in every position.
For Highland now, it's the Whai in front by 1. Oh, last. Bairstow She's a threat, and she gets the foul, and she'll go to the Chemist Warehouse line to shoot a couple.
Great turnaround jumper there from Barstow. She's such a weapon. You could see her. She's just a tower amongst the rest of them. Good offensive possession for the Kāhu.
She scored 10 points for the Kāhu last week in their loss in the Rapid League to the Hoi. And here is Barstow at the line. Just finished, only played 3 minutes of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. She'll be hoping for a bit more in this clash as the Kāhu reclaim the lead by a point. Got a nice little topsy-turvy game going on here.
No, that's what we want to watch. We don't want to watch any blowouts this season.
Dale loses the ball. Nice little hands in there from Ratuno. Just upset the apple cart. Now here is Paul Vast. I think Flavel had it smashed out of her hands. It was Tauihi over there. In fact, I get it right. It was Tanika Ledger-Walker with her first taste of action.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a wild take in there. Didn't really have possession of it when she went up, but Whai maybe got away with the foul there.
Barstow. Vast back to Flavel. Full Vast shot clock down to 2, and that was good defense by the Whai. I was just about to say until it was taken by Lily Ratuno.
She is a little scrapper, isn't she?
She is, isn't she?
She's just getting her hands in there defensively and offensively, just a little pest. Just when you least expect it, she comes around and swipes it from behind. That's exactly the kind of energy the Kāhu need.
Good type of player to come over to. She's just 20. She's from the Gold Coast and originally, and she's going to go to the line to shoot a couple here, and really need to see a young talented Australian coming over to play.
Oh, absolutely. And over in Aussie, she was playing with Penina Davidson, so they probably are going to be pretty exciting to watch this season as well. A little chemistry that they built.
Absolutely. Ratuno got 21 minutes in the game against the Hoi last week. Finished with 3 points. Kāhu back up by 2. Last minute of the first half.
Are they going to use the BNZ player timeout, or they're going to save it?
We'll see. Here's Emma Rogers. Now Highland trying to work off that screen from Langton. Highland, nice play. Oh, hard luck as Barstow claims a rebound. Now here's Anderson again. Barstow's the leading scorer so far in the first half with 7 points. Nice pull-up jumper coming in from Flavel. Doesn't fall. Rebound there is good from Tauihi. Now Flavel again.
Oh, what a beautiful jumper Flavel's got. She elevates, keeps that ball high, and just knocks it down. What a great shot.
4-point lead now for the Kāhu. Big as it's been for them. And we are going to have a player, the BNZ player timeout, called there by Emma Rogers.
All right, so if you are the Whai, who are you setting this play up for? Eva Langton's been hot.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? With three-pointers dropping. Don't forget that player timeout. QR code right there. There's still plenty of tickets to the big game available. Scan the QR code, fill out the online form. 5,000 tickets. Apparently the response in the last week has been phenomenal. So thanks to BNZ for the BNZ player timeout and your chance to win free tickets to basketball, women's basketball here in New Zealand.
What a cool opportunity. Why not take advantage of it?
Nice.
Oh!
Well, they did all the hard work there to find. They might give up a prayer here. And it's not to be as the Kāhu take a 4-point lead into the halftime break. 17-13 with Steph Barstow, the leading scorer, with 7 points. Bailey Flavel has 5. Good start for the Kāhu, particularly when they were down 6-0, Casey.
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of those points came they came back from that deficit off the back of offensive rebounds. Again, you see here the points. Eva Langton had 6, Barstow had 7, Flavel came in hot, had 5, Anika Highland 4, McKenna Dale with the 3, Talvest Tauihi with 2, and rebounding, Kaylee Smiler doing a great job getting to the boards, as well as McKenna Dale. Asia Anderson, Barstow, Palves, Kāhu doing a great job crashing and getting those important rebounds, giving himself the second chance opportunities.
Yeah, I like the way the Kāhu rolled the sleeves up as we go through those Chemist Warehouse stats. You know, it's easy to drop your head, start to, well, not panic, but, you know, you kind of, the intensity just rises a little bit when you know, you're 6-0 down early in a short format game like this. But yeah, they did really well, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have time to sit and wait for the game to happen to you. You've got to go and get it. You only have 4 minutes. Like us sitting here, I blinked and there was only a minute left in the first quarter. So it's such a fast-paced game, and I love the setup of it, and it gives these players the opportunity to show us what they really have in their bag.
Absolutely. So keep your eye on the halftime stats, the stats at the end of the game too through Chemist Warehouse here on Sky Sport. So 17-13. The Whai, though, certainly not out of it, though, and they'll be fancying their chances as well.
Oh, absolutely. You see them. They've got a bunch of feisty little players out there, and they're not scared to take it up against this more mature Kāhu squad.
So nicely poised, this game. Eliana Tauihi to inbound it. Let's see what Rotuno and the Kāhu can do here. Up by 4. Here's Steph Bairstow. Good battle with Dale, who did just enough there to win possession.
That's a great job by Dale to stick with that defensively. Bairstow just not securing the ball well enough, and she got a hand on it, got the turnover. Hopefully they can capitalize.
Now here's Dale.
Oh.
And the foul, and well, Palpas can't believe that call.
She's always going to have a word to say to the refs about the call when it's on her, but heads up play there by McKenna Dale. She realized Palves was on her a little bit tighter than normal, just chucked it up there, found herself at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, Dale with 3 points in the game so far. A couple of rebounds too. First time at the Chemist Warehouse line in this clash. Dale, who debuted for New Zealand against Puerto Rico earlier on in the year. Second year playing at the Whai, playing all 14 games in 2023 as she nails her 2 free throws, cuts that lead in half. Bit of full court pressure too, I like it. See what Rogers and Langton can do as they now go back into the half court. Vast. Anderson not getting the ball, Bairstow.
Oh, great hands there by Eva Langton, using her length well against Barstow. Again, not an easy matchup, but she got it in the end.
Here's Dale. Now Rogers. These Rogers players, very good ball handlers for such a young age. It's really good to see. Now here's Sophie Rogers. She got plenty of threes last week, away with that one, but the rebound is good for Smiler. Now Emma Rogers. She's away with that one. The Kāhu have got the ball this time.
They weren't going to give up a second offensive rebound. But again, I love these Rogers sisters' confidence. Stepping into this league, not shy at all to shoot the ball. And a great look there to Palves, just can't get the finish underneath. A great cut to the basket. And the Whai are back in transition on the attack. Good foul there by Rotuno.
Yeah, the speed of Emma Rogers was coming through again. Rotuno again. I don't think overly impressed she was called for the foul there.
No one ever wants to be called for a foul. We'll see it here on the replay. Rogers drives in. Ooh, she thought it might have been a jump ball, maybe even a deflection. We don't know from this angle, but ref had a better shot.
Well, Emma Rogers at the Chemist Warehouse line for 2 free throws. Important free throws here. It's been a tight third quarter so far, hasn't it? No points for the Kāhu and 3 for the Whai now. And again, this full court pressure has been maintained.
Well, you only have 4-minute quarters, so why not? Why not apply that pressure? Nobody wants to go against a full court press. It's just harder work. You'd rather just give the ball to the point guard, let them dribble it up and get in your offensive set. But this pressure by the Whai is so good.
Long Ranger is away, and there was a foul competing for that ball. That was great work from Ratuno again. She's not the tallest, is she? But boy, she was in there, as you said, scrapping for that ball.
Yeah, she's a pest. Those are my favorite type of players, those that are not afraid to get down and dirty, get on the floor, create some turnovers for their teammates. They might not be the biggest scorers in the game, but they are going to create the opportunities for their teammates.
Here's Bairstow. Tight marking by the Whai. Oh. Open right up there for Flavel, though, and there's 2 for the Kāhu.
I think if I was Langton on that play, I would have stayed a bit longer, knowing the threat of Flavel. She loves the drive. She loves to get herself to the free throw line. So probably just stay a little bit longer in that defensive set.
7 points for Flavel now as the long ranger goes in, and the rebound's taken by the Kāhu. They're just playing tough at the moment, the Northern Kāhu, aren't they?
Oh, that was just fundamental play. What an excellent box out there.
Well, in the end, it was a tight little play there from Ledger Walker. But in the end, a foul has been conceded. There's Tanika Ledger Walker, the 18-year-old sister of Crystal. She's already been to 5 FIBA age grade tournaments for New Zealand, Tanika Ledger Walker.
I mean, if we talked about all these youngsters, we could be here all night.
She's only 18.
They've all done so well for themselves, competing at the highest level. And they're really fun to watch.
Here's Bairstow, the fadeaway. Lovely finish there from Steph. Bairstow, she has 9 points to Kāhu, go back by 5. That's the biggest lead of the ball game now.
Yeah, it is. Doing a great job offensively.
Now here's Kuka, who's out there now, wearing 16 for the Whai. She's got the ball now, and there's the 3 from Kuka. She's astray with it. She's gone a little cold from beyond the arc, haven't they? Langton looking to end it. She got the shot away just in time. Bairstow hustling.
Great hustle there by the Whai again. Just sticking with the play. Yeah, they missed the shot, but that's how you're going to get these easy buckets. Following your shot, trying to crash the offensive boards, and keeping the pressure on this Kāhu team.
Looks like the Whai are in a bit of foul trouble now in this third quarter as we see Kuka. Bairstow, Kuka a little unlucky there, but Bairstow did take up position.
Yeah, Bairstow, great job sealing her off there, not giving her the chance to get that rebound as she finds herself at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Important free throws again for Steph Bairstow. To 16 is the score. Gets the second. Bairstow up to 10 points now. Here's Rogers, Emma Rogers that is.
Oh, it's a great find in the corner. Just can't make it fall. A beautiful play. I'd like to see the Whai get into the paint a little bit more and not live and die by the 3 as much.
Exactly. They've only got free throws in this third quarter. No field goals at all. Flavel, a lot of those three-point attempts to have been pretty low percentage. Flavel has smashed out of her hands. Hard luck there by Emma Rogers.
On both sides, Flavel with the great offensive move, got that turnaround, and then Rogers there with the block or the foul. We don't know from this angle, but it was called a foul.
Well, she reckons it was a block.
Everybody would.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Bailey Flavel back at the line again. She's already represented New Zealand, remember, at full senior basketball, debuted against Montenegro earlier this year. Amazing achievement for the 17-year-old.
Oh, she's coming to this game. She's on 8 points now. Just making a statement early in her first ever Rapid League game.
It's a very good quarter by the Kāhu, especially defensively, but just as I say that, the three-point play is alive here for Kaylee Smiler.
Love that play. What a move. I think that was Laura Kuka.
Was Kuka, in fact.
Love that little floater. Took the contact, got the finish, and the and one, hopefully, for this Whai team.
Yeah, from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, misses it, and it's picked up by the Kāhu.
Oh, a lack in transition defense. They don't get rewarded for it.
Oh, now it's a real scrap for the ball again, isn't it? And it's going to be a jump ball, and on the rotation, it's going to go to the Whai. So they've got 13.5 seconds to cook something up here, Kaysen. It's going to be an important play in the context of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, it is the third quarter, so they're saving their timeout, but let's see what they come up with here in transition.
Well, let's see who they settle it down for here as Emma Rogers has possession. Trying to work off a screen from Langton. Doesn't roll away. Rogers can't get the basket to drop, so it's going to be a 6-point game. Heading into the last quarter, the Kāhu up 24-18. With Bairstow with 10, Flavel with 9. The Kāhu is shooting at 38% in the contest. 18 rebounds in the game. They're out rebounding the Whai quite significantly, actually, 18-10.
Massive, massive work on the offensive boards especially, and that's why they have this comfortable lead. Well, comfortable for Rapid League lead.
Yes, indeed, and conversely is the word I'm looking for here. The Whai are shooting the ball at 23%, just 5 field goals made in the game.
Well, you can see as well, they're shooting only 57% from the stripe, whereas the Kāhu are shooting 75%, and they've made it to the line 12 times versus the 7. So the Kāhu just getting more shots up.
Yeah, Kāhu going solid, aren't they? So, well, they'll just be keen to just move forward here. We see some of the starters, of course, warming up in the background. Ashley Jones, who had such a good game last week. What a star she is. 25 points last week with 8 rebounds and 7 assists for the Whai. She'll be in action shortly here on Sky Sport. The Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa game tipping off in half an hour.
Yeah, she's an absolute beast and going to be a fun one to watch this season.
Boy, that's a game. This is an early season clash, isn't it?
It is.
Between two of the very impressive teams in round one. Let's see what Ledger Walker can do. She buries a 3, and now the Kāhu really in a strong position.
Oh, great setup there. Great find and a deep 3 for Ledger Walker. What a play for the Kāhu.
Yeah, her first points of the Sky Broadband Rapid League in her career. Very impressive way to open your account as Langton gives it to Smiler.
Oh,
Langton
good look.
held position there and didn't nail the layup. And that's been a pattern of this game, hasn't it?
Yeah, the Whai just look a little flustered on that last offensive play. I think that a bit of a deficit has put them off a bit offensively. Just a slight miscommunications, fumbled handoffs. They just need to, well, they don't have time to calm down, but they need to get a nice offensive set or try to get an easy bucket in transition. Again, with these missed shots, they've got to start crashing the boards way harder than they're doing at the moment.
Smiler giving up the foul there on Rotuno as the Kāhu. A little reach in this time by Dale.
Yeah, again, not in the right position to be reaching around like that, especially against a player like Asia Anderson. She's so strong, and she's not going to let you have it that easily.
That's the thing about this Kāhu team, aren't they? There's some impressive experience to call on players like Anderson. Palvas been around a while, and Tauihi. Good depth right through the Kāhu lineup.
I'd say they're quite spoiled with their depth. Both teams, actually. Not going to lie. Been very impressed with this Whai squad.
Ledger Walker inbounds it. Now Rotuno. Get Bairstow the ball, couldn't do so this time. Plan B enacted. Flavel for 3, can't nail it, and it's going to be 5 ball.
Looked good there from Flavel. Again, that same play that Ledger Walker got the 3 on the last time. Was unable to make it fall. Now the Whai need to make something happen here on this play. It's crucial time. 3 minutes left in the game, and they're down by 9.
Yeah, they've really gone cold, haven't they? Well, let's see if Smiler can end that. She can't. And again, excellent court position by those Kāhu players. There's Rotuno. There's it back to Ledger Walker.
Oh,
nice
what a seal.
Ball. Beautiful pass, wasn't it?
Great seal there. Eva Langton just jumped the gun way too early, and Bairstow used her maturity to get that finish. What a take. Just can't get the ball to go in. Eva Langton for 3. Can't make it fall again. The Whai have got to keep crashing the boards to try to get some easier shots. just struggling to get that ball through the hoop at the moment.
Another rebound by Asia Anderson there. That's her fourth. She's having a good game defensively. Rotuno rolls it to Bairstow. No foul by Dale. So the Whai have possession.
That was great defense there by Dale. They need to convert on this play. And why not? Reward the girl that got the stop defensively.
Well, they're missing a lot of threes, aren't they? Putting up a lot of threes in the game now.
Well, you got to at this point.
You do, as Dale kicks it back, and there's another three-point attempt, and
There
that one
it
does
is.
drop that time. And I think that was Sophie Rogers dropping that one, and it was.
Yep, Sophie Rogers. So again, they're down by 8. They need to get everyone up, pressuring the ball, making it difficult for the Kāhu, trap everything, try to force a turnover here, and get the deficit within 6.
They really can't let the Kāhu score again.
No.
Ledger Walker, again working with Bairstow. Here's Flavel again, Flavel. Toughs it out, can't nail it though, but Rotuno picks up the offensive rebound. Ledger Walker. Deep 2 comes in from Tanika Ledger Walker. And it's been ruled to a touch day.
Yeah,
maybe a fingernail there of Anika
yeah,
Highland.
it was a fingernail there.
It was right in front of the referee as well. Just when the Whai need the ball, they can't get it.
No, exactly. They've got to try to force a turnover here, try to get a steal, quick transition bucket, and then they're gonna give themselves a better chance. But again, they have to be on defensively. You can't give Flavel a lane. You've got to stay square in front of her. She sees a tiny little lane, she's gonna take it.
Here's Anderson. Bairstow demanding the ball again, but she's tightly marked this time, but then she shrugs free of Eva Langton, and there's 2 more for Steph Bairstow.
Yeah, again, Bairstow just using her body so well, sealing off Langton, not giving her a chance to get that pass, and a beautiful dish.
And that seals victory, you'd think, especially with the rebound. There's tough play in there underneath the basket there from, I think that's Tauihi.
Yep.
31 to 21. That last basket moves Bairstow to 14 points.
That's massive for a Rapid League game.
Oh, she scored 10 last week, Case, and 14 this week.
That's impressive. She's doing some great work underneath, and I feel bad for anybody that has to guard her. She's a tough assignment.
Aliana Tauihi is at the Chemist Warehouse line now. She has 2 points in the game. Scoring for the Kāhu dominated by Bairstow, 14, and Bailey Flavel, who has 9. The leading scorer for the Whai is Langton with 6. Both of them 3-pointers. Last minute now. Here's Sophie Rogers. Big marker in front of the Steph Bairstow, rather. Here's a chance now for Langton, but she's lost possession. Well, it has touched a Kāhu player.
Yep. So they need to get a quick basket here because in the league, it's points for and against, and they need to get as many points on the board as possible.
That's right, they get added to the points and against, for and against, as we see Rogers dishing it to Langton.
Oh!
It's just been one of those games, hasn't it?
It's one of those games. Just can't get the easy ones to fall. I mean, that one wasn't that easy, but right under the basket. Someone got a hand on it, and you can't get that and one, but she'll have an opportunity for 2 points here.
Yeah, and every point counts, as we said. So here is Langton.
Oh. Tough. That is tough for this Whai team. These are the gimmies. Before this game, the last game, they shot 4 for 4 from the line.
Yeah, different story today, isn't it? Both free throws missed by Eva Langton. Today they are 4 from 9.
Wow.
From the line, the Whai in this game. Here's Rotuno over to Bairstow. Anderson rolled away, didn't get possession. Rotuno again, nice little fake, and the floaters doesn't fall, but it's going to be Kāhu ball. Will come off Bairstow last.
Ratuna's really good at those shots. She uses her size well, and she's got a great touch underneath the basket. Watching her highlight reel, she loves the drive in and get that soft touch right over the front of the rim.
Yeah, she's played really well in this game. Only scored 1 point, but she's been hustling for balls. Picked up 2 steals, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds.
Yeah, she's doing the nitty-gritty stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. It's not a role player, because I wouldn't say she's a role player, but she is playing that role extremely well tonight.
Here's the BNZ player timeout again with just a few seconds remaining. So your chance to win some tickets with BNZ Ticket to the Big Game. Scan that QR code. BNZ have 5,000 tickets to give away to school groups, sports groups, community groups. So scan the code and then fill out your group's details. Grab your tickets to the big game, all thanks to BNZ. Let's see what the Whai can do these last few seconds here in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game here against the Kāhu. Long ranger. Not going to drop, and it's going to be the Whai with 2 seconds left. Rogers with the last shot. Not going to fall, and it's a comfortable win for the Northern Kāhu. After losing last week to the Hoi, they are on the board in the Sky Broadband Rapid League for 2024, winning this game by 33-21. Pretty comfortable win for them. The Whai only managed to score 8 points. In fact, in the second half, as we saw Bairstow, Flavel, and Ratuno really take control of the game.
They just absolutely took over this game. Bairstow using her body well, using her length, and just absolutely dominating in the paint, getting to the free throw line as well. As you see for the Whai, Langton doing well. 6, Dale 5, Highland 4, 3, 2, 1.
Exactly, but Bairstow really was a shining light at both ends of the court. She also got the most rebounds in the game.
Yeah, she's an awesome player. Love watching her. And Kaylee Smiler, again, doing the nitty-gritty stuff. Big rebounder Kaylee Smiler is. You wouldn't expect it with her size, but she does get in there and grab heaps of boards. And Rogers with assists.
Yeah, and even Bairstow getting a block in the game too. Really good all-round performance from these players. Ratuno, we mentioned her with 2 steals in the game. Just a 1 point for her, but contributing strongly in other areas, as the Chemist Warehouse stats show in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. So well done to the Northern Kāhu. Victorious here in Tauranga over the Whai, winning by 33-21. Round 2 of the Sky Broadband Rapid League for 2024. Stay with us here on Sky Sport. We've got highlights of a previous clash between these two from last year coming up next, and then we'll have tip-off at 7:30 in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. Both teams winning last week. Who will prevail? We'll find out when tip-off comes at 7:30.
Basketball is a movie and every game is a blockbuster.
This season is alive.
E for exciting, entertaining, energy and epic. Tauihi Basketball, rated E.
Back to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone.
Well, kia ora te whanau. Nice that you can join us for Friday Night Hoops. We're at the Queen Elizabeth Youth Centre here in Tauranga for coverage of the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa Round 2 action for 2024, and we've got a great battle to look forward to this evening with the two teams that won in round number 1, the Tauranga Whai and the Northern Kāhu. The Tauranga Whai beating the Puakai comfortably 98-80, never in danger in that game. The Kāhu looking solid too against the Southern Hoiho in their first game, 87-78. So thank you for joining us wherever you're watching. It's going to be a terrific clash. And Glenn Lama is here. That's me. Kason Bookman is with me. It's going to be a terrific battle. Defending champs up against a team that didn't do so well, but they look so much better this season, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. They have recruited extremely well, this Whai squad, and they are looking stronger than ever. As you see here by the votes, pretty favorable to the Whai tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. The Whai really good last week. 52% of you already think they're going to be too good for the Kāhu through the mixandpick.com poll this evening. So scan the QR code, sells pizzas to be given away for every single game. Now here's the ladder. We're in the early stages of the season, but you see Whai and the Kāhu on top of the table. The Tokomanawa Queens have a win over the Southern Hoiho in their first game and made a bit of a slow start. So it's going to be fascinating to see, and Kason, the opportunity for the Whai or the Kāhu to take a little leap forward now.
Oh, absolutely. They got a little edge on the Whai in the Rapid League game, and if they can come out on top tonight, it's just going to bump them up further up the ladder.
We've got the South Island Derby coming up tomorrow at 6:30 in Dunedin. Hoiho and Puakai still searching for their first wins, and then the Tokomanawa Queens hosting the next two games on Sunday and next Friday. All right, let's have a look at the starting fives now for the two teams, and we've got a strong team for the Kāhu. Tupaia, that's Crystal Ledger-Walker, Chloe Forster. We've got Penina Davidson, of course, one of the best players in New Zealand at the moment, and Umari Thomas, who of course is back for another year. Jodie Cameron's the coach, but speaking to us ahead of tip-off is the assistant coach and one of the real legends of New Zealand basketball, Leanne Walker.
Leanne Walker from Kāhu. Coach, as you go into tonight's game, what's your game plan? You know, as a defending champs, what's your game plan for tonight?
Look, you know, the recruiting done by Whai in the off-season has been phenomenal. So we're looking to, first of all, slow McSpadden down inside the paint. And, you know, you've got Snyder out there who's a really versatile player. So we're trying to take them away from what they want to do. Game plan for us tonight is just to control the pace of the game. They're a high-scoring team, and, you know, they like to make those threes. So we're going to have a hand up and make them work a little bit harder than maybe they did last week.
Congratulations, Coach, and good luck for tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Leanne Walker, mum extraordinaire. Two of her daughters are in the Kāhu lineup, Crystal and Tanika. And here is the Whai starting five. New player coming in is Palace Hokianga, the 17-year-old, taking the place of the injured Morgan Yeager, who has broken her wrist in the early stages of that win last week. McSpadden, Kurasami, Snyder, Jones, all back to wreak havoc on the Kāhu. Tonight, their coach, Alex Stojkovic.
Alex Stojkovic from the FIBA Basketball. What is your game plan going into tonight's game versus the defending champs, Coach?
We're going to try and play fast. I think you can see last week what we're trying to do on the court, and I guess there's going to be a little bit of a clash of style tonight, so it'll be interesting to see which team can impose their will onto the game.
So that answers my second question. Will you try and speed up the game with your, with your transition?
Absolutely, like that's our style. We've got the players forward, and we're going to push it any chance we can get.
Last question, Coach, is what is your injury update on the current players that you currently got on the roster now?
Yeah, so we've got a few players out currently, and but for us it's basically next man up. We've got a deep roster. For us, it's a little bit of necessity and philosophy, I guess. Tonight, the young players will get a chance. They've been working really hard all year. And, you know, we don't have the population base like Auckland does or Christchurch or Wellington. So we've said from day one we want to develop these young players and give them an opportunity to play. And tonight they've got that chance. So I'm excited. Obviously, they're going to have to pay their dues a little bit. You go against Talia Tupaya, Crystal Ledger-Walker. Those are very savvy players. But I think our girls are ready for the moment.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck for tonight.
Thank you, Byron. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Byron Vaito doing a great job for us. Again in the pre-match interviews. Right, Kaysen, let's check out the head-to-heads. Worth mentioning too, both teams are not at full strength for this clash with a bit of injury early in the season. I mentioned Jaeger already, that broken wrist, a bit of a heartbreaker for her.
Oh, within the first 2 minutes of the game, Morgan Jaeger went down hard, broke that, I think it was her left wrist. So unfortunate. Not her shooting hand, hopefully, but love to see her back later on in the season. And you see the key clash here is Ashley Jones and Talia Tupaya, who obviously has made her statement in this league in previous years. And then the center battle, which will be the battle of the Goliaths, Laura McSpadden and Penina Davidson.
Yeah, that is going to be a real battle. Yes, Tupaya, of course, the MVP of the 2022 Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. Megan Mullings mentioned her as well. She is injured with a knee niggle tonight and won't be playing in this game. One player who will be playing, though, and will be a key figure off the bench for the Whai is Mac Dale. 15 points at 75% last week. Let's hear from her now.
McKenna Dale, Tall Ferns and 5-star basketball player. From a player's perspective, how are you going to stop the defending champs tonight?
It's definitely going to be a tough matchup for us. They are really solid inside. They have a bunch of really good, talented bigs. So we're just going to try to limit their touches inside. We're going to play to our strengths, play fast, shoot a lot, just kind of how we typically play. But I think it'll definitely be a good matchup, and we're excited.
Good luck for tonight.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, she's a great player, McKenna Dale, and debuted for the New Zealand team earlier on in the year against Puerto Rico. Let's have a look at that poll again for you. And the Whai, not much change there, Kaysen, 52%. But if you add up the Kāhu, despite those margins, 52 to 48, it's beautifully balanced.
Yeah, it is. We don't know which style of basketball is going to come out on top tonight, which is the beauty of it, right? You never know who's going to show up on the night. As we saw in that Rapid League game just before, the Whai struggled from their strength behind the arc. Well, let's see if this Tauihi squad can split that around for this game.
Well, indeed, the Whai, the key players were Lara McSpadden, the Australian, in the centre. Last week, she had 21 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. And, of course, Ashley Jones, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. We were having a little discussion before, weren't we, Kaysen, as who's going to mark her? Because she was such a force last week, the Whai, in all aspects.
Oh, absolutely. One-on-one, it's going to be difficult for anybody on the floor to take her, but the key is going to be the help side D. And you've got an experienced Kāhu squad who know where each other are, where they need to shift on D, and hopefully try to shut that down. But I have faith in this Kāhu help side D, and it'll be up to other players to step up tonight for the Whai if they are successful in their defensive goals,
yes,
for lack of a better word.
Well, looks like, I don't know, it might be Chloe Forster who might match up with her. We'll see. But we're in for a treat anyway, regardless here. The Tauranga Whai up against the Northern Kāhu here in Tauranga. 2 first-round winners, and it's going to be the Whai who quickly get into their work straight off the bat. Love to see that. McSpadden, Snyder, Jones already the subject of some double teaming in this first possession. Hokianga flips it over to Ashley Jones, and there's Jones, those long arms, and get used to that, folks. 2 points to Jones.
Yeah, when you think you've got her shut off, she switches, goes the other direction, scoops in under Penina Davidson's arms for the 2.
Big opportunity for Palace Hokianga as well tonight. Number 4, the 17-year-old, didn't play last week. She's got the start with Jaeger out injured. Now the three-pointer is good from Crystal Ledger-Walker.
And the defensive stop.
Good work from Ledger-Walker. Nice pass into Thomas, and that's a great start for the Kāhu.
Look at the eyes on Forster there. Gave up the 3 for the easy 2 for Amari Thomas. And Jones answers back on the other side with Penina Davidson committing the foul. Again, this is the pace that the Whai are going to play at. So again, great job by the Kāhu to have somebody back on D always. But you don't want a star like Penina Davidson being the one to take the foul.
Exactly. You want to mix it up, don't you? You don't want to get Davidson in early foul trouble, that's for sure. As we see Jones take her first visit to the Chemist Warehouse line this evening. Jones shot at 67% from the stripe last week.
I feel like that's not a good, you know, she didn't broadcast her best free throw ability last week.
Yeah, that percentage could be upped a little bit, couldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, she's got the first 4 points for the Whai in this game. Now Thomas up high, marked by McSpadden. Now Forster. Only get it down to Davidson. Now here is Forster again. The Australians tipped away by Snyder. And the shot clock expires. Good defensive set there by the Whai.
Excellent defensive set there. And Snyder fighting through that strong screen from Tupaia. And the Whai able to get possession back. How are they going to answer to this Kāhu team?
Hokianga out to McSpadden. She was dominant last week. Some over to Jones. Jones taking up position for the 3 again. This one's going to miss, and there's Crystal Ledger-Walker with the rebound. Forster settles for the 3-pointer. Not going to fall. Rebounded by Kurasome. In fact, that's Hokianga with the ball. Now McSpadden. Oh, lovely position from Hokianga. There's her first 2 points of the season.
Had everybody stunned, including Hokianga. She was not expecting that ball to come, but she was so open. Great find, great vision from the Whai.
Palace Hokianga, of course, the second youngest New Zealand rep ever, and there is 2 points going in from Tupaia. She is such a force.
That may have been the softest foul I've ever seen. If you're gonna foul, especially Tupaia, you don't want to give her the 2. Do not want to get her in rhythm, get her scoring, because she won't stop.
Already 2 minutes and 19 seconds into the game, it just feels like we're going to be on a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun game tonight.
So there's the 3-point play from Tupaia from the Chemist Warehouse line. Hokianga. Jones, McSpadden taking up position in the paint. And she couldn't nail the basket too. She's been marked by a much shorter player.
Yep.
Now Thomas in a bit of trouble. Gets out of it nicely though, as we see Tupaia from Penina Davidson. Play plenty of basketball together. Those two as Tupaia lost it stone cold. Here comes Hokianga. Nice pass.
What a dish. All starting from the defensive end. McSpadden jumping hard on that on-ball screen, helping, getting the deflection and the easy 2.
There's Jay Kurasome getting that basket. Thomas and Ledger-Walker. Now Davidson working on Snyder. She'll enjoy that matchup, Penina Davidson, and there she is. She's a strong player. This Penina Davidson been so good for New Zealand over such a long period of time now.
Oh, absolutely. She knows her strength, and that is her body, her size, her length, and she never disappoints. She's so consistent, Penina. You can always count on her to get those easy buckets, easy finishes under the basket.
She's played 62 games now in her international career. Penina Davidson last week, 20 points at 64%. Not too shabby.
And on top of that, 10 rebounds.
Very good game. Nice little double-double.
Yeah. Again, she's just a player you can count on to put up those kind of numbers day in, day out.
Forster. Ledger-Walker over to Thomas. Now Ledger-Walker again. Rolls a beautiful ball to Thomas, who's lost the ball. Shot clock down to 5. And here's a 3-pointer from Davidson. She really had no option but to put up the 3. Jones has got the ball. But untidy from the Kāhu, a little foul there from Forster. Very little contact.
These little fouls are gonna add up eventually, so you've got to be smart, especially when you're going up against a player like Jones in transition.
Let's see what the Whai can do. Here's McSpadden. Jones was open, but didn't get the ball from Lara McSpadden. Kirasome, shot clock down to 6 for her. Tough basket to nail that one. Tupaia, there's Jones making a nuisance of herself. Good play from the American.
That is a heads-up play there, off the back of a beautiful play by off Kirasome. Got Panina off the ground, and then Jones, heads-up play to avoid the jump call, and it took it up, finds herself at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Jones again. The feeling we're going to see her a lot at the line in this game, Kason.
We're going to get sick of saying Jones's name by the end of this season.
But we might be sick of her name, but we're not ever going to get sick of the way she plays, because there's McSpadden. Speaking of gutsy plays, there's Lara McSpadden at her best.
Absolutely. She is a great big. I love watching her. She's so versatile. In the transition, she's sprinting on both sides of the court. She's jumping the screens hard, and she's getting rewarded for it here as she crashed the board hard, got the offensive rebound, and finding herself at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, she was our MVP last week on the mixandpick.com poll between the Whai and Puakai. Lara McSpadden. Very good first half in particular. Two-time Australian Women's NBL champion as well with Townsville and Sydney. Free throw shooting last week though wasn't the best.
Not the best. Kind of, her routine is a little bit odd. I've not seen something like that. She's got the ball shifting around a bit. Maybe if she kept it a little bit more still, she might get a more consistent shot.
Here's Thomas. Ledger Walker back to Thomas. Posting up there on Snyder. Can't nail a basket, and there's an uncontested rebound from McSpadden that time. It's been tight all the way. Kāhu's biggest lead of the game has been 3. And Kāhu, or rather the Whai's been up by 2. Lovely pass to Kirasome, but the lane shut very quickly from Ledger Walker. Nice little mid-ranger there from Kirasome.
Off of the tip from Amari Thomas. Great heads-up play there by Kirasome. McSpadden shut down by Thomas, but Kirasome capitalizes, and I'm loving this pressure by the Whai defensively. You'll see here McSpadden not jumping the screen as hard on Ledger Walker. Amari Thomas, she is unbelievable, so unassuming, yet can drop 50 in your face without even trying.
Wow, there's evidence there. Her first three-pointer of the season. Jones loses the ball, no foul, but it's going to be Whai ball.
Interesting call there compared to the last 2 touch fouls that were called.
That's right.
I might have said that one might have probably been one of the fouls out of the 3 that were called, but hey, I'm not there. I can't make the call.
Jones inbounds it. Kirasome. A little bit of heat there. Oh, it's gone against Kirasome. Chloe Forster take a bow there.
Great job there by Chloe Forster, just getting up in her grill, not giving her any room to breathe, and just being annoying enough to generate that offensive foul.
Chloe Forster, the West Australian, first time in New Zealand. Makes a spot on the bench after starting the game. 32 minutes of court time last week, Chloe Forster. Vast out there now. Tupaia has her hands on the ball, looking to work off the screen from Thomas. Good defense by the Whai on that occasion. And there's a foul as we see Colvast driving towards the basket. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Great vision there, and Chevy can knock that 3 down as well, so you have to respect it. But again, she got the defense up off the ground, drove to the hoop, finds herself at the line. Heads-up play there by Colvast.
Yeah, hugely experienced player, 33 years of age. And she's been playing for New Zealand for 9 years now.
She might be one of the oldest in the competition.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Chev.
Still fighting hard against the young bucks, eh?
Oh, absolutely. She'll put them in their place.
Kāhu up by 2, 14-12. What's that? Oh, it's gone against the Whai, an illegal screen there, perhaps.
Offensive fouls. You might have done a little bit of a hip check there. You've got to make sure when you're setting those screens, you stay in your cylinder. Don't try to do any cheeky movements because they will spot it and you will get called for it.
Here's Ratuno now. He's out there now. Lily Ratuno, another Australian that Kāhu have. Good depth on their bench. Now Thomas. Vast. Thomas for a three again, and she gets the second of the game for her.
What a shot from Amari Thomas. Ice in her veins. Long defender coming her way. Jones to answer back. Leaves it short, or long, I should say. Amari Thomas with the rebound.
Yeah, really strong rebound from Thomas. Tuno. Vast now with the ball. Back into Thomas. Good work by Thomas. Now posts up against McSpadden. Can't nail the basket though, and there's a rebound by Dale. And a little foul coming in there from number 3280, who's out there now.
Again, Amari Thomas just asserting herself, making McSpadden work extremely hard, guarding her tonight. You see there, Amari with the three, and the long arms of McSpadden did not deter her, knocked it down right in her face. Excellent work from Amari Thomas.
She's been going great, 8 points in the game. Kāhu up by 5, that's the biggest lead of the game. And we've seen plenty of fouls in this first period.
Yeah.
Indication of the competitive nature of these players.
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of them, they're all experienced, right? So they know how to win, they want to win, and they're going to put it all on the line.
Dale at the Chemist Warehouse line. 2 from 2 from her. Much needed points for the Whai. Don't want to get down by too much early in the contest.
No, definitely not. But I like this pressure here on the ball from Ratuno. As you'll see, she's a great distributor, but she's such a feisty little player.
But wide open in the corner was Pelvas, couldn't nail the three. Thomas with the offensive rebound and the foul on her. What a start to the game for Thomas.
You have got to clear her out of the lane as much as possible, because when she gets the rebound that close, she's got gifted hands. As you know, she's fluent in American Sign Language, so underneath the basket, she's got that soft finesse, and she's not going to miss very often. I jinxed her.
Yeah, it was always going to be that. Thomas, she's a heavy scorer too, 27 points per game last year for the Kāhu.
And she just goes about her business. She doesn't flaunt it. She's just out here, yep, dropping buckets left, right, and center, taking names, getting rebounds, doing it all.
Tough player too, as we see Snyder. Always a little cut there from Dale. And Dale can't nail the three-point play, but that was good work by her.
Yeah, Chevy not happy with that one, because McKenna Dale, hopefully we'll see the replay here, but she completely wrapped her arm around Chev, got around, and then Chev was called for the foul. But again, heads up play there by Dale.
Dale's last visit to the Chemist Warehouse line was profitable, with 2 from 2. Going good from the free throw line in this game early. Keeping the fine touch here. Ooh, a loose ball foul there, and it's going to go against the Kāhu. It's Pelvast again.
On Chevy again. Excellent work there by Jones. Just being a pest, trying to get that second chance. And she was able to. And she'll be at the line. We're at bonus already.
It's interesting, and both teams in the bonus now.
Yeah, you don't want to have 2 fouls in the first quarter. Granted, you do get 6 in this Tauihi League.
Well, Kurasomi's already picked up 2 personals, and so too is Penina Davidson. Still with 6 fouls. You do have flexibility, the coaches do. Jones gets the second free throw, so the fight's going up in ones at the moment, but it all counts. Now Ratuno. Here's Tupaia again. Oh, that was a foul, yes. Oh, and then Smiler got a nice little basketball in the face there.
Got a shiner to the face. Smiling with the shiner. Yeah, and you're going to get that physicality if you're going to play up in the grill of a player like Tupaia. She is not afraid of contact. You'll see her good play up at the top with that on-ball screen with Amari. Great options to have. You've got Tauihi coming off that on-ball screen and Amari Thomas, MVP material, rolling to the basket.
Talia Tauihi, 23 points last week, and there she is with 5 in the game early for the Kāhus. They go back in front by 4 points. So just free throws being scored by both teams so far. In fact, you could argue maybe with 2.5 to play in the first period, we're going to see more of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Both teams playing tough defense in this first quarter. Now, Lena Snyder trying to move on Thomas. That was a good move by Snyder.
That was a great move by Snyder. And again, heads-up play. You want to get, like you heard at the beginning of the game, the coaches talking about taking certain players out of the mix. And if you're the Whai, Amari Thomas is one of those players that you want to be off the court as much as possible. Granted, she's a very smart player, so she's not going to be getting herself into foul trouble.
So Snyder with the second free throw again. It's back to a 2-point game. Whai have 10 of their points of free throws in this first period.
Hey, but at least they're knocking down the free throws. That's what you want.
Besto out there now. Now Thomas up high working on Snyder here.
Oh,
Thomas,
beautiful
muscle play.
Beautiful footwork. It's just picturesque watching her go to work one-on-one. Usually she's a catch and shoot player, but when you see her go one-on-one, she's just as talented.
You can't defend that almost,
no,
really, can you?
You can't. You just got to pray she misses.
Well, and that's likewise for Jones at the other end. So Jones now with 8. Thomas already has 11 points in the game for the Kāhu.
It's amazing work.
Good work from Amari Thomas. Besto, Tauihi. Shot clock down to single numbers. Now Tauihi! That was sweet.
Love the high spinning ball off the backboard. What a finish.
Three-pointer goes from McKenna Dale. Doesn't fall, but the rebound is taken. Hayley Smiler can't nail that basket, and there's Tauihi picking up the loose ball. In fact, that's Duaiti, and now Tauihi has her hands on the ball.
I think Smiley was expecting a little bit more contact on that play from Amari. But Amari, again, smart play. And Eliana underneath the basket. You'll see that a lot from her this season. She's not going to be a prolific scorer, but she's going to do the nitty-gritty, fine details that every coach loves. That means staying under the basket, trying to get an offensive rebound, give your team another chance, just like she did there, tying up the ball, giving her team possession back for another opportunity.
Yeah, those players are like gold, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Here's Thomas, going with 2-0. Inside the last minute of the first period, Tauihi swings it over to Thomas. He's lost it out of court there, and it's going to be 5 all.
A rarity for Thomas. You won't see that too often this season, but she is human, so we might see it occasionally.
11 points and 4 rebounds already for Thomas in the game. Beautiful ball into McSpadden, had it stripped out of her hands. Still there for the Whai. Nice work by Hokianga. It's McSpadden with the offensive rebound. That's a tough play there from Hokianga and McSpadden.
Yeah, she's on the ground. She's up. She's on the ground. She's up. But again, tying up that play there was Eliana. But McSpadden ended up with it in the end. And it just shows you the tenacity of this group of women. They don't want to give up on any play. You love to see it.
Lara McSpadden. No field goals in the game. She's only put up 1 shot so far.
That is going to change in this second quarter. I have a feeling, I have an inkling, she's going to get a lot more shots up. Granted, Panina Davidson's going to be back in, so it's not going to be easy.
Nice work from McSpadden there, getting her 2 free throws. 2-point game, so it's tight. Who've been in front for the majority of this contest? But the Whai showing plenty of heart and courage. Nice resilience shown by them. Now Besto looks a little indecisive. Shot clock down to 7 for Tauihi. Talia Tauihi. Oh, the whistle just before the get out of here smash there from Snyder.
Oh, I love that. I can't wait to watch these two go head-to-head this game. Tauihi, she's such a dog. She will not back down from anybody, and oh man, it's a great personality to have on this You know, in this kind of arena, against a team like this and against a competitor like Snyder, she wants it. She wants all the smoke.
Here's Tupaya. Now Hokianga looking to put the foot down. This last play of the first period. Need a basket here. Going up at once for a while, and it's been stolen by Tauihi. It might be the Kāhu get the last save. Oh! Thomas can't nail the last basket. So it's going to be a 3-point game at the end of the first period. It's the Northern Kāhu, the defending champions, leading 25-22.
The South Pizza team is the South Pizza Steel. Basically, we got these two young ones. They have to start off with me, run down, score a basket, and come. On the count of 3, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hum it. Score a basket, come back, and in the bare feet. I like it. Hey. Come back and cross on, so good. Buckets. Who likes some pizza? Put up your hand if you like some pizza. I would love some pizza. Okay, let's try to get to those rebels that want some pizza. These ones are getting baskets and getting buckets. You guys can score the basket at any time. So just really, okay, not doing too bad, doing quite well. Okay, foundation, help me count them down to 10. We're gonna help them count down to 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And thank you very much to make some noise for these two wonderful players that is rocking with us at the South Pizza Steel. We appreciate you guys. Thank you much for the efforts, and thank you for South Pizza.
25-22 it is at quarter time here in this Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa round 2 clash. And there is the special this week from Sal. This is the New York 25. Any large pizza, get 25 off by scanning that QR code, and that offer is valid until Thursday. So get into it, folks. Don't forget the mixandpick.com too, who's going to win. Sal's Pizzas on offer every single game. Let's get the second quarter underway. It's going to be the fighter one down it. Emma Rogers out there now for the Fires. Kurasome gives it over to Snyder. Worth mentioning too, Tauranga, 12 of their 22 points have been free throws in this first half and the first quarter, and there's a turnover. And it's been tipped out of court. Nice little play there from Snyder. That's going to give the Whai a chance to reset.
Yeah, as you said, the Whai shot 46% from the Chemist Warehouse stripe last week, and they only shot 22 free throws. And tonight, in the first quarter alone, they've shot 16.
Incredible, that stat. Already 9 fouls conceded by the Kāhu. And Ratuno can't quite link up there with Davidson. Oh, they've still got the ball back. Ratuno's missing the layup, and there's I think Kurasome might be called for that. That was a little unfortunate.
Snyder, it was Snyder again. She came bulldozing over to make sure she didn't get that finish. But Ratuno again sticking with that play, wide open underneath. Nobody knew she was there. But great vision by her to find the pass in the corner and then to get it back underneath.
Yeah, that was the big play right there.
Yeah.
That was outstanding from Ratuno.
And she's
Still
capable
trying to
of
figure
that.
out how she got the ball over out of there. It was incredible.
She's a great player, and she's a heads-up player, so she sees the floor extremely well.
She's only 20 years of age too, coming over from the Gold Coast. So it's a 5-point game. We get the first 2 points of the second quarter. Again from the Chemist Warehouse line. Kurasome, off the ball movement there, and it looks like Jones and who was that? Tauihi.
Yeah, Tauihi.
Just getting a bit more acclaim. There's that pass again.
Yep.
In fact, who was that over there?
Ellie.
That was brilliant play from her.
See, Eliana, she's such a solid player. She's out now, but such a solid player. She does all the fundamentals extremely well, and she's a great teammate above all.
Snyder posting up here on Ratuno. No. Chance to put up the shot. Three-pointer coming in from Jones. Short. Snyder's got the offensive rebound. Beautiful ball to McSpadden, who can't nail it, and Jones is fouled, contesting the rebound. There's some tough stuff going on under the basket there.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to see that from her. If she's not scoring the ball, she's going to be fighting for any chance she can. And again, the Kāhu are doing a great job getting the Whai out of rhythm. Last week, they seemed to be, they were just in flow. Like, they just could not miss. The Whai were unstoppable, almost scoring 100 points. And then tonight, just a little bit rattled with this Kāhu defense. So Kāhu sticking to their scouting report well.
Whai giving the ball up pretty cheaply there as the ball goes down court to Davidson, but she can't take up position. Now Snyder, here comes the fast break from the Whai. Rogers gives it to Snyder for three. And there's Jones with the offensive rebound, can't nail the putback. And now the Kāhu. So both teams just struggling for a little bit of execution at the moment.
They're fighting for any chance they can, though. Getting every offensive rebound. Try to turn around on McSpadden. Unfortunate miss.
It was from Forster, who's back out there. Now McSpadden's lost the ball, and here comes Crystal Letcher-Walker. Marching down court, beautiful pass, and there's a foul from Forster. In fact, no, it's number 8, Emma Rogers.
Emma Rogers there. McSpadden has been cutting to the lane several times and just not snapping her head around enough, or her teammates are throwing it to her when she's not ready and she's not in position. So again, just a little out of sync offensively, but if they can get that linked up, she's going to have a dominant second quarter.
So here's Forster again. On the Chemist Warehouse line. This is her first free throws of the game. And Chloe Forster, West Australian, and playing at the Perth Lynx in the AWNBL for the last 2 seasons. She gets the second free throws. The Kāhu get out to a 7-point lead. This is the biggest lead of the ball game now, Casey.
It is the biggest lead, and the Kāhu have earned every bit of it as Ashley Jones drives up with the left, basically uncontested. Great lay-in by Ashley Jones.
Yeah, Ashley Jones.
Oh, and the defense. Oh, had the tip there, but ref got in the way.
Jones up to 10 points. Those are the first points, the Kāhu, of the second period just then from Jones. So a little quiet to start the second quarter. Now here's Forster. Rolling in is Panina Davidson, and there's a mismatch. Emma Rogers against Panina Davidson. 16-year-old against the hardened vet.
Yeah, a little bit outsized on that one. I feel like she jumped extremely early, gave up that foul a little too early. At least she didn't give up the easy 2 points, but another quick foul there on Emma Rogers.
Yeah, she might have to check out of the game now with 2 fouls. The foul count has grown. We've had 20 in the game now. We're only 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the second quarter. Listen, again, more evidence of just how tough this game is. Who's to Paya, lovely spin move off the left hand.
I don't know if I've ever seen that in my life. That'll be the first. Good job by Kirasomi there, defensively locking up Paya, which is not an easy task. Was that Jones that just jumped up there and tapped it?
McSpadden, I think. Jones just couldn't quite get there.
She was close.
She was close. McSpadden just, flexed her biceps just a little bit more. And hey, I'll do that, thanks. Now Paya to inbound it. Here's Davidson. Thomas back out there now. We're on 11 points. Here's Davidson. Oh, beautiful play there from Jones to just knock it out of her hands.
Yeah, it's beautiful help side D. McSpadden struggling to get hold of the ball there.
Kirasomi just gets it over the halfway line in time. Here's a 3-point attempt from Rogers, can't nail it. Gets her own rebound. Good play, Kirasomi for 3.
Oh, and they're doing what they want to do, getting lots of shots up, any chance they can to throw up that 3, and rewarded there on that play.
That was the first three-pointer of the game for the Whai from Jade Kirasomi.
Be another foul on Emma Rogers. Foul number 3 for her, I believe.
That's correct.
You'll see that
16-year-old
shot.
has picked up 3 fouls in 2 minutes and 27 seconds. And there's Kirasomi with that 3, much needed for the Whai.
Might be a new record for a second quarter outing.
Thomas to Mbounder. Again, a little messy by the Kāhu. What fantastic play from the Whai. And there's a gift, 2 points. And that's excellent play.
And just like that, we're tied again with the defense and the offensive hustle, rewarding this Whai squad as they are putting the pressure on the Kāhu.
And just like that, the Whai are on a 7-0 run, and they wipe out that advantage. And they did it in double quick time too. Now Crystal Ledger-Walker, no foul, no whistle. Here's McSpadden, here's the Whai on the break again. Jones needed to put the foot down there. And there's a foul by Talia Tupaia. Not happy with that call.
Not happy with that one at all, but a great job by Jones. She's going to be getting quite a few players in foul trouble this game. She takes it forcefully to the hoop, as you see it here. Collects that ball, drives in, notices who's on her, does a little sidestep, draws the foul.
Well, got the first time out of the game, and it's 29 apiece. Excellent work by the Whai to come back. It felt like the Kāhu were just trying to grind them down into the dust there, Kaysen. But Tauranga Whai, no chance.
Oh, if you look at this lineup, you've got a bunch of feisty women on the floor. They're not going to give up that easily. They're doing a great job, again, like I said, defensively, sticking to their roles, knowing who they're guarding, who has what tendency, trying to lock them down and not getting any more ticky-tack fouls off the ball.
Ticky-tack, love it.
Yeah.
Don't forget about hoop heads, folks. Check your schedules Thursday night at 6 o'clock. So we're only 3 minutes and 35 seconds into the second quarter. I have a feeling there's already lots to discuss on hoop heads out of this game as these teams go head-to-head. And
let's just check out the free throw percentage for both teams. The Whai, they're shooting about 75%, whereas the Kāhu are shooting 76.
Pretty even, isn't it?
Pretty even.
Well, I'll go through all the stats. They're all very even, Kaysen. 42% the Kāhu shooting from the field, 40% for the Whai. Three-point shooting is in favour of the Kāhu, with Kirasomi only nailing that 1 3-point attempt so far in the game, but 17 rebounds for the Whai. And we've got just 8 for the Kāhu. That's crazy, isn't it?
That is a little bit wild.
I've just had to refresh my screen to see if that's correct, and it is. Here's Jones. Rolls it in for the second as the Whai continue on the scoring run. They're now on a 9-0 scoring run.
Unbelievable work from the Whai.
Well, let's see if the Kāhu can stop it stone cold. Nice hands from Tupaia. Oh, that's a gutsy bank in, isn't it?
Yeah, and look at the vision from Amari Thomas. When you have someone like Tupaia underneath, you've got to throw her the ball and let her go to work. Excellent job there.
Tupaia hits double figures in the game. Hokianga back out there now. Cross court, it goes to Kirasomi. Can't nail the 3. Davidson, a little sloppy on the offensive rebound. And in the end, Davidson tidied up for her. Wide open in the corner.
Oh.
Crystal Ledger-Walker. You don't want to give her too much space.
Oh, you can't give her any space at all. She will knock it down from anywhere. Great vision on the skip pass, and good job by Crystal to knock it down.
Hokianga trying to get it to McSpadden, and it was forced or almost stole it. Jones with the shot clock down to 9. Can't nail that basket, and Kirasomi almost got it out of the hands of Crystal Ledger-Walker, who's got it. Tupaia steps inside. That's tidy play from Talia Tupaia. Not many baskets going in, but the action is frantic.
Oh, yeah.
Dale from way outside. McSpadden tips it in very, very efficiently.
Very beautiful athletic play there. Heads up play. You know, if she collects that ball, it comes back down to the ground, Penina's going to give her a body. So why not just get it up, keep it up, get that nice little tip in. 5 points for McSpadden. Chloe Forster looking for some action off the ball. Finally gets it from Ledger-Walker.
And we got some action off the ball here. Looks like Tauihi and Kurasome got tangled up there.
Yeah, it's going to be on Tauihi this time. Like we said earlier, she does not mind the contact. She will get in there. She's a dog, so expect a little bit of that from her this season.
Well, the referee was right there, though.
Yeah.
Right under his nose, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So she's on 2 fouls or 3 this time?
3 now.
3 now.
Interesting with 4:35 to play. So she's out of the game now, Talia Tauihi. Jodie Cameron's pulled her for the meantime. No surprise. Is Dale. Kurasome. Up by Rituno. Good defense coming in here from the Kāhu. Snyder. Wasn't a bad attempt, but excellent defense from the Kāhu.
Yeah, again, keeping the Whai out of rhythm offensively is going to be what keeps the Kāhu ahead in this game.
Walker rolls it to Thomas.
Oh.
Dale picks up the personal foul.
Yeah, that was good defense. that was really good defense.
Tough to defend Thomas, isn't it? Such a strong, athletic player under the hoop.
Yeah, she can really get her defender out of the way, make it easy on herself. You see there, nice. She's just an all-around excellent player. She's not that tall, but she plays like she's 6'7".
Exactly right.
I love that.
She's got a good outside shot too, hasn't she? There she is, 13 points in the game now. 3 from 4 from the line. A couple of threes in there too for Thomas. Starting to tick over nicely now as the Kāhu just reassert themselves again. Especially defensively here. The Whai not getting the room anymore, are they? As McSpadden loses the ball. Thomas. Forster. Ledger Walker just gets there in front of Hokianga. Beautiful pass into Thomas. Doesn't nail it though.
She's not going to miss those often, but what a look.
Hokianga almost has it stolen out of her hands by Ledger Walker. Snyder. This is the challenge here for the Whai with Ashley Jones not on court at the moment. Where's the scoring coming from? Here's Smiler.
From McSpadden in the corner.
Can't nail the three-pointer. Here comes Forster. Chloe Forster, good play, and picks up the foul there on McKenna. Dale disappointed to give up her 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, so we'll see her probably go to the bench to finish off this first half. Again, the fouls for both teams, pretty significant. And they did have that in their game plan leading up to this, is get the key players out of the game. And both teams have done quite a great job as we are camping out at the Chemist Warehouse stripe tonight.
26 fouls in the game now. Chloe Forster gets the second one as the Kāhu go back in front again and just start to move ahead here. Now, significantly, we can see some really good executed defense from the Kāhu coming up. But Ashley Jones hasn't been on court for the Whai, Kaysen.
Yeah, but their help side has been pivotal for the Kāhu tonight. And just like that.
Crystal Ledger Walker, what a play from her. Now Thomas, back out there is Jones, and Thomas can't nail it again. Hard luck for Ramari Thomas. Now Smiler. Snyder looking for McSpadden, good ball into her.
Beautiful look inside.
Forster came in though and smashed it out of her hands though. Now Kurasome looking to get some order into this offense. Shot clock down to 4. Snyder picks up the mid-ranger. Can't quite nail it.
Again, the Kāhu are just locked in defensively, keeping the Whai in such kind of a disarray offensively. Great play there by Forster. Felt the contact, went up with it. She's going to find herself at the striping again. So just a little bit of disorganization from the Whai offensively. They're still doing a great job keeping themselves in this game, but they're definitely going to need to clean that up going into halftime.
3 players on 3 fouls now for the Whai, and they are Kurasome, who just picked up her 3rd there, McKenna Dale and Emma Rogers. Just as good free throw shooting continues. She's 4 from 5 in the game so far. Just 1 player on 3 fouls for the Kāhu, and that's Tauihi.
And this is what you're going to have to keep in check going into the second half. Those players that are on 3 fouls can't come out in the second half and foul early.
No, they can't.
Even though they have 6 to give, you don't want to get an early foul. But if you're the Kāhu, that's exactly what you're going to try to do.
Well, fight it so well to get that 9-point deficit under control. That's beautiful from Jones.
Oh, that's special from Jones. What a play. Just a little crisscross, drive to the lane. Beautiful finish. 14
points for Ashley Jones. Ledger Walker's been fantastic in this game as well. Now Thomas gives it back to Bairstow. Shot clock down to 5. Crystal Ledger Walker.
Oh, with the touch on the rim. Great finish from Crystal Ledger Walker.
That's 8 points for her. Ledger Walker's been great. 8 points, 3 assists.
And the crossover again. Is that a signature move we see from Ashley Jones? Just a quick double cross, getting the defender on their heels and getting the easy lay.
Classy players are starting to stand up now, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. It's the battle of the Goliaths.
Bairstow. 3-pointer from Crystal Ledger Walker. She's having a real big say in this game. 9 points.
And back-to-back triples. Oh.
That would have been massive.
That would have been a dagger to the Whai team.
Now Jones for 3. Comes straight back at it. McSpadden can't get the ball, and look who's got the rebound. Ledger Walker.
Key player. She is the glue for this Kāhu team right now.
Bairstow back to Thomas. 40 seconds to play in the first half.
Physical game here.
Yeah, they need to stop, don't they? As we see Bairstow, that's good from her.
Love that. Love when a taller player can pull up like that. Beautiful job there.
And all of a sudden, that lead has gone right out again, hasn't it? In fact, 9 points now, the biggest lead of the game.
Yep, and it's been off the back of Crystal Ledger Walker, blapping those threes, getting the stops defensively, and finding her in the offensive transition.
Crystal Ledger Walker, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals.
Just doing everything.
Is outstanding in this game. So good timeout called by Alex Stojkovic for the Whai. Really a momentum halter.
Saving the BNZ player timeout.
Yep.
Coach wants to take charge here. The time to break the rhythm, try to go out this first half, scoring, getting an easy look, going out on a high so you can start that third quarter with a little bit of rhythm. And as we see, we're going to go back to the free throw stats. The Kāhu shooting 78%. They've been to the stripe 19 times. And the Whai only 18 times, but they're shooting 77, so dead even on that. 3-pointers. Kāhu 5 for 9.
Yeah.
55%.
Awesome.
And the Whai shooting only 1 for 11.
That's right.
That's an issue. That's single-digit percentages for those that don't want to do the math.
Yeah.
And that's their strength.
And that's a big issue, isn't it? Kitasumi with the only 3-pointer. Snyder. Got to get some outside threats going.
Well, you can attribute that to the Kāhu defense. They're not giving them easy looks at all. Ashley Jones is having to work extremely hard for every bucket she's getting.
McSpadden. Action off the ball from Ratuno that time. We know she likes to get physical, but that time just overly so.
Yeah, and I love both teams have players that enjoy that physicality, that one-on-one. Okay, you're going to guard me, you're probably going to foul me. They're going to go into them and draw the fouls. Ashley Jones she's displayed that well tonight.
So Jones back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. 6 from 9 now from the free throw line. 21.2 seconds left. She gets the second. So, what the Kāhu do here? Use their BNZ player timeout. Might soak up a bit more time yet. See what Ratuno does. Good ball handling skills and frees up the 3-pointer from Tauihi. Can't nail it. And now, the Whai aren't going to have time to use their BNZ player timeout. McSpadden could have used it there, but she decided not to. 46 to 38. Excellent end of the quarter there for the Northern Kāhu. They take a 8-point lead, the defending champs, into halftime here in Tauranga against the Whai. We'll analyse the first half coming up for you in just a moment here on Sky Sport.
Of course. So if you didn't text in, please mama and pop one next time. Please text in 24227. So, you play basketball, my friend? No, you don't play basketball at all? At all. Okay, cool. Last week's shooter was a little bit. I was like, oh man. Good luck. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a 3-pointer shot. Then we're going to move you to that line if you miss that, and if you miss that, we're going to move you to the free throw line. So up to, sorry, calm down. You can't go too close at the very, most times. So, Michael Chong, are you ready? Everyone, let's give the man some power. Make some noise for Michael Chong. And hopefully, my friend, you win up to $5,000. Okay, are you ready? Wait, we'll count down to 3, and then you're going to shoot, okay? Everybody, 3, 2, that was a little bit not enough power. So we need more power. Okay, more power. Okay, so you get 3 chances, my friend. So I hope you get this in, my friend. So everybody, Tauranga, let's give them some power. 3, 2. Bro, we're trying to give you $5,000, up to $5,000. Up to $5,000. So, are you ready? Focus, my friend, focus. Do you play PlayStation? You don't play PlayStation? You play NBA 2K? No, okay. Do you play any sports, my friend? Just fishing. I like it. I like fishing too. Okay, friends. Please, Michael, all the best, my friend, because we're trying to give you some money. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? Take your time, my friend. 3, 2, that was a bit shocking. Should we give it one more go from me? Hold on. On this side, do you think we should give him another go? Put up your hand if you think we should give him another go. Put up your hand if you think. Okay. On that side, do you think we should give him another go? Should we give him another go? Okay. Michael, I've been told to bring you a bit closer. So we're going to go from this side.
Half-time here in Tauranga, round 2 of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa 2024. And we've got an excellent game on our hands here with the Northern Kāhu just flexing their muscles of the defending champs near the end of that first half to move clear of the Tauranga 5, 46-38. Good crowd in here. Thank you for joining us wherever you're watching the game as we check out the Chemist Warehouse stats here at half-time, and we've got some already the big guns, particularly the 2 Americans, really starting to move forward in the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Jones was a force, not getting any easy looks, but finding herself at the stripe a lot, and Amari Thomas just doing Amari Thomas things, but Crystal Ledger-Walker coming in, stepping up massively, knocking down some big shots and contributing on the defensive side of things. And you've got Kirasomi with 9, McSpadden right there. She's got 9 rebounds on the way for a double-double. And you've got pretty evenly matched for the Kāhu, spread out, and on the Whai, you've got Ashley Jones with 4, Snyder with 3, Dale with 2. Pretty evenly matched, both teams, but McSpadden coming up massively on the boards, as we expected.
The execution of the Kāhu has been really helped by Ledger-Walker, as we touched on, really contributing strongly in a number of areas.
Oh yeah, she's such a solid force, and she's one of those glue players that you want on your team. As you see here, distributing the ball well, getting some stops defensively, answering back when she's getting taken to the hoop, and just keeping her poise, her composure, doing a great job.
just getting under the skins of the Whai a little bit, aren't they, as we move through. Ledger Walker again, 3 steals in the first half is an outstanding effort. In fact, 7 steals there for the Kāhu. That's very good in the first half.
Yeah, they're sticking to the game plan, and that was to get them out of rhythm, get them playing the Kāhu's game, which is to slow it down and run sets. But the Whai, if they want to have a chance in this second half, they're going to have to get back to what they know, their strength, play with some speed, play with some pace, and try to get some easy transition layups.
Yeah, and really try maybe just spread the scoring pressure or the responsibility away from Ashley Jones a little bit, because they have dropped field goal percentage down to 34% compared with the 44% that the Kāhu was shooting in the first half. So there we are, 46-38. It's an 8-point game. Second half coming up here from Tauranga right after this.
League sponsors, Tennis Warehouse. And the Whai in Dunedin. Watch the games live on Sky Sport 2. Make sure you support our team on Sky Sport 2 against the games against the Whai and the Queens. And our next home game is in Tauihi, Saturday the 26th of October, 6:30 p.m. And the next game in Tauihi is also on the Saturday the 2nd of November. So making sure our next home game is in Tauihi. We'd love to see all you supporters down there. And we will be taking on the Queen.
Second half not too far away here in Tauranga. Thank you for joining us for round 2 of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa 2024. Kāhu 46-38. Well, Case and we called the Whai's first game last week against Puakai, which they won comfortably in the end, 98-80. Lara McSpadden had a big game, particularly in the first half, which enabled them to manage the whole scene of the game. But McSpadden's numbers are down significantly from the first half last week, aren't they? 5 points. She's only shooting at 16%. She's only picked up, well, she picked up 9 rebounds, so she's doing well at the other end of the court. But offensively, that's the big difference, do you think, in the Whai's performance so far?
Oh, absolutely. You've got, you know, the Kāhu's lighting it up from outside in comparison to the Whai, who lit it up last week, but that's because they had the ability to use McSpadden and get the kickouts if she didn't go to the basket. But last week she was going to the hoop a lot more. Again, I just feel like they're slightly out of sync offensively, not getting, they're getting all the way through their sets. They're being forced to run all the way through, but what they need to do is try to find McSpadden when she's sealed and she's in good position and she has her head facing the passer. Most of the time, some of the passes are coming and she's not expecting it. So again, just that's the job of the guards on the outside. They've got to wait, make sure your post is in a good position because she's got some pretty solid defenders marking her down low.
That mixandpick.com poll has turned around a little bit, so 56-44 it is now in favour of the Kāhu. Mari Thomas is going to be a key player in this second half. 13 points she's going to start the second half on. Tauihi is sitting down. Remember, after 3 fouls, we've had a lot of fouls in this game, 28 in the game, and we've got a few on 3 fouls. That's going to be another issue, isn't it?
It is, and I'm interested to see how the teams are going to adapt in this second half. If they're going to keep the pressure up and take the risk of putting the other team on the free throw line just as much as they did in the first half, or if they're maybe going to back off a little bit on trying not to get so many off the ball calls, because there was quite a few, and that has a significant impact. As long as your team's knocking down free throws, you're happy to have that, but once the free throws stop falling, then where are the points coming from?
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good question, isn't it? And we're about to find the answer out. Tauihi on 3 personal fouls. She's the only one with 3 fouls. The Kāhu, remember, you're allowed 6 fouls in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa before fouling out. 1 extra foul be quite critical for a couple of these players.
Yeah, exactly. But you've got the experience. These players are smart. They know, okay, I've tested the waters. I know what I can and cannot get away with. And hopefully they make some adjustments in this second half.
There it is, the mixandpick.com poll again. Scan the QR code, sells pizzas to be won on every single game, right the way through the season, right the way through to early December. Third quarter underway with the Whai in possession, trailing by 8 against the Northern Kāhu. Last year, these two teams met 3 times. The Kāhu won all 3. Will that trend continue here in game number 1? Ashley Jones will have something to say about that for sure. Now, Palace Hokianga.
Oh, what a cheeky little play there. Forced to try to swipe it from behind, but Palace proving to be too strong in the set. Great finish by the youngster.
Much needed basket too early in the third period. Now Tauihi. Can't link up with Thomas.
Hey, that was a great seal there from Thomas. Just a little bit strong on the pass. Would have been a wide open layup. Had McSpadden fumbling out there on her feet a little bit. But again, here come the Whai in the other direction.
Hokianga again. Remember, she's taking over control of the point guard duties with Morgan Jaeger out injured. Breaking her wrist early in that game last week against the Puakai. Here's Jones for 3, almost good. Oh, I think that's come off Kirasome, and it is going to be Kāhu ball.
Definitely, I love that little play there, the little pass right back to Jones in the corner, but the Whai struggling from the 3-point line at the minute.
1 from 12 now. That ain't going to get the job done.
That's not going to get the job done. Time to get the ball in McSpadden's hands underneath and let her go to work.
Yeah, that is going to be an interesting play. And now another off-the-ball foul, and this time Tauihi is called for the foul. That's her 4th.
Kirasome, you have got to tip your hat to her because she's drawn at least 2 of Talia Tupai's 4 fouls. And that's just being annoying on defense. It's something that coaches praise, something that you hate to play against, but great job by Jade, getting under the skin of Talia. Oh, and Mari Thomas tying Lena Snyder up as the Kāhu come straight back the other way.
Snyder almost gift-wrapped that ball to Thomas, didn't she?
Well, the Whai can't afford to have empty possessions like that. They've got to take care of the ball, especially with the way the Kāhu are locked in defensively tonight.
Snyder has got it to Kirasome, wide open for a 3-pointer.
Just like we were talking about earlier, great find. She had all the time in the world. It would have been a little bit disappointing if she missed it, but Jade's able to knock it down.
Well, the 2s and fro's of basketball, the Kāhu have gone icy cold in these first 2 minutes, haven't scored in the third quarter yet, and it's the Kāhu, or rather the Whai up 5-0 in this third period. Now, Penina Davidson can't get the fancy reverse to go. And here comes Jones. Summit. Back to Jones again. And now the Whai lock the scores up.
Look out, the Whai are getting hot. This is the quarter to come alive in the three-point lane. Great job by the Whai, lighting it up from the three-point line.
Jones up to 20 points now. Fantastic performance from her again to start this third period. Finally, they get on the board, and it's Tauihi out there on 4 fouls.
Great recognition by her. She had Laura McSpadden and Kirasome unable to knock it down. She had Laura McSpadden on the help D, and then Laura just ducked away at the right time and got the turnover here.
What has happened to the Kāhu? Oh, they look good off the hand too from Ashley Jones. Oh, we've got a bit of action on the court there. Tauihi and Snyder.
Again, two players that they do not mind a little bit of feistiness.
Tell you what, Jodie Cameron's also getting a little bit on the, giving a little bit on the sideline as well, the Kāhu coach.
I'd love to see the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay on that one, as I believe Talia was holding her position, and I think Lena Snyder was going into her. You'll see it here. Just a little, just a little bit unnecessary, but maybe their arms were tied up, I don't know. But Talia did a great job to just fall to the ground. Unfortunately called for the split foul there, so she's on 5 now. Again, the scouting report, get the pivotal players out of the game as much as and as early as you can.
There's 2 fouls early in the second half for Tauihi now.
We talked about that leading into the second half.
Did Thomas, good play from Amari Thomas, classic play from her.
It's a great
15 points for her.
It's a great move. She's so strong underneath, uses her body well, wrapped around the D, and a great backdoor cut to Ashley Jones, and she gets the 2. What a play from the Whai to answer back. And another.
Davidson's been called for that foul.
Oh my goodness.
She picks up her 3rd foul.
Jodie Cameron's going to be heating up on the sidelines. I know she's not going to love that foul. And again, you've got to be careful if you're doing those rubs, those on-ball screens. You need to set. You cannot do any sort of cheeky movements. They're going to call it. Obviously tonight, they've got their whistles at the ready.
Here's Jones again. Fascinating from Kirasome. Blocked by Ledger Walker.
She's so great. Crystal Ledger Walker, all-around basketball player. She's one of those people that you have to have on your team. She can do it all. She can shoot, she can drive, she can defend. She's smart.
Exactly, that's the last word I was looking for, smart. Such a clever player. And there's the shot clock expiring. Kirasome not able to get up the shot in time. Kāhu get the ball back.
With all that being said, Kāhu still have a 2-point lead.
They do. Just Tauihi, personal fouls, 5 on her. That intrigues me. She's going to have to sit out a lot of the rest of the game.
I reckon she'll sit out the rest of this quarter at least, but if you're the Kāhu, you're going to put her in the
Start of the 4th quarter?
Yeah, definitely.
Thomas trying to go baseline on McSpadden. Oh, vast it is. Has it stripped out of her hands. Here comes Ashley Jones on the fast break. There's Crystal Ledger Walker, and Ledger Walker had no option but to give up the foul there.
Yeah, that was a great heads-up defensive play there from Jones against Chevy. Chevy had the ball quite low on that offensive play, and Jones just had her hands there, got the steal, and converted on the other end.
Jones 25 points last week, 22 already in this game.
How many free throws is she on at the moment?
Well, she is 7 from 10.
Getting ready to shoot at the line is
Ashley Jones, she's going to be a heavy scorer. The way she's going, is she going to be the favourite for the point scoring title this year?
I mean,
she'll be right up there, isn't she?
Yeah, she'll be right up there. I mean, you can see the consistency that she brings. Even looking at her pass, she's a massive, massive record setter at Iowa State University. All-time leading scorer, rebounder, all of the above. So she's got it all. She's got it all in her bag. And you can expect to hear Ashley Jones a lot this season.
And reminding you, she is a WNBA player, drafted last year, 19th to Las Vegas. And she had played for 3 teams already as Ashley Jones. This is that free throw. You can see she's just constantly looking to get better. Plenty of time on her side too. She's only 24.
Very young.
Full court pressure coming from Hokianga here on the 2-0. Good early ball into Penina Davidson up against Dale here.
Good defense.
Davidson can't nail that basket. Forster thought about the putback 3.
Another off, or is that on Dale?
Dale just, I think the referee just stopped play there. For some reason, maybe some sweat on the floor with Dale falling.
Yeah. But on the Kāhu side, none other than one of the smartest players on the floor, Crystal Ledger-Walker, keeping that play alive for the Kāhu. And she's just everywhere all at once. Don't know how she does it. Especially being a new mom. I don't know how she's running up and down the floor. It's so amazing.
Well, I remember last seeing her sitting in that very chair, commentating Sal's NBL game. She's still weighing up whether she would play.
I'm glad she is.
Absolutely.
So glad to see her out there.
Here's Jones. Oh, tipped back. Low percentage play there from Ashley Jones. Now Ledger-Walker. Here's Forster. Nice fake on Dale.
Yep.
Oh, little hip block there from Lara McSpadden.
Yeah, a little bit of a hip check there. It's a good play there by Forster. Take it up against the big gal. And she will be, is she at the free throw line yet? Are we in bonus? Yes, she is. Didn't know that was on the shot.
McSpadden, that was her first foul. No bonus yet. From now on it is. There's Forster.
Again, Forster.
There is the foul. Well done to Chloe Forster.
I love this little wheel play that the Kāhu do. They run around in a circle around 2 players. So 2 of them go around, and then they always manage to find somebody in the end. It's enough to throw the defense off, I'll tell you that much.
Forster back at the line. She's been going well from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. 5 from 6. 6 from 7 now. She has 6 points in the game. All of them free throws.
This is where the freebies are at. If you can get to the line, work on your free throws, you can get some easy points.
Forster pretty adept at that discipline. Well, the Whai have had some real momentum shifts, haven't they? But they haven't really been able to get significantly in front in this game. The Whai's biggest lead of the game, by the way, folks, has been just 2 points. It was very early. Now McSpadden can't get the timing on the layup, but there's Dale picking up the loose ball.
They're going to need McSpadden to get a lot more active in this half if they want to have a chance against the Kāhu. She had quite a silent scoring half, first half.
Shot clock down to 2, gets the shot away just on the buzzer. McKenna Dale, she has 5 points in the game.
Picture perfect timing from McKenna Dale. Excellent drive to the basket and took the contact and got the finish.
Biggest lead of the game has been the Kāhu with 9. As I touched on before, the Whai's biggest lead only 2, and that's out of court off Jones. 9 on the shot clock for the Kāhu to cook something up.
The Kāhu are doing a great job, with, especially when you've got a big like Penina Davidson. Here's the replay from McKenna Dale against Davidson. Took a little bit of contact, but got the finish. But like I was saying, I love how the Kāhu, especially the big, they're diving to the basket, as you see there, but a great heads-up play by Lena Snyder to get the steal. And they're the other way, and Kirasome gets the and 1.
How good was that at both ends of the court from Snyder and Kirasome?
Oh, just a great duo. I love the energy that Snyder's been bringing to this ballgame, and Kirasome, again, she was in early foul trouble, but she's come back on the floor, and she defensively has been an absolute asset for the Whai.
That was a 3-point play from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Everyone just hit the pause button for a second. Thomas for the Kāhu. Davison moving off the ball as Thomas. And that's come off Thomas. We've seen him miss a few of those drives to the hoop now.
Yeah, you don't usually see it. Thomas miss this many layups, but we have to give her a little bit of grace. She does a lot. She does drop 50, so we gotta wait for that. But it's a great matchup. I love the bigs that are going at it right now.
Here's Jones. She's going back through the play-by-play to see when the last time Jones and the Whai actually led the game. Looks like it was 12-10 early in the first quarter. It's a chance for the Whai to get their biggest lead of the game there with that layup. Now three-pointer from Forster.
Oh, that's a big three from Forster there. Excellent vision there by Thomas. She realized she was shut down and she finds Forster on the three. Excellent job there as Jones drives it in and is stopped again. And the Kāhu parading back on offense just like that, trying to build on this lead.
2-0, back to Ledger Walker. Thomas. Double teamed there by Snyder and by McSpadden. Ledger Walker for three. And it's going to fall for Karasome.
But a great job there by Thomas again, realizing the defensive pressure. She didn't have the look. Kicked it out to her teammates as, what's that hit the deck?
It was number 11.
Was it Forster?
Chloe Forster.
She's all over the place tonight.
The fight really going well defensively. Kāhu only scored 9 points in this third quarter.
Well, that's what they've got to do. If they want to claw back and try to claim the lead, they need to get back-to-back stops and then try to convert offensively, as they do here. Jade Karasome coming the other way. She finds, is that Eva Langton out there?
It is
Eva
Langton.
Langton in transition. We love to see lengthy Langton out there. Great vision down the court. This is the type of basketball the Whai need to play.
Langton just getting on court now. She's had about 50 seconds at court time. Now Ledger Walker. Kāhu really found scoring tough in this third quarter. Now Davidson, who hasn't had the game her own way. She's only scored 2 points in the game. The foul right at the end of the 24-second play there.
You know, to be honest, I genuinely thought this game was going to be played between Penina Davidson, Laura McSpadden, you know, the bigs going at it. But in reality, they've just been playing such phenomenal defense on one another that they've been unable to score.
Well, look, we've had 110 points across both teams, and Davidson and McSpadden have combined for 7, now 8 points. Just 8 points.
And both of them had 20 plus in the last game. But they're doing everything else for their team, you know? They're doing the rebounding, all the other things that they are required to do. Just obviously have too great a defense on them to drop those 20 points.
Well, 1 minute to play in this third quarter. Yeah, Kāhu only scored 11. There were 25 and 21 in the other quarters. There's Jones giving it to Dale. Plenty of time to line up that three-pointer. Weak side rebound is not gathered there by McSpadden, but the Whai still get possession.
Yep, they do. This is key possession here for the Whai. You can either tie it up or take the lead here. It'll be interesting to see if they're going to save their BNZ timeout because they're already down the floor. Smart from them. But let's see if they can convert on this play.
Yeah, important they do. Smiler thought about a three-pointer. Right over the top of Tolvas. Now she's in trouble, and yes, Messi there from the Whai.
Yeah, you don't want to pick up your dribble that early, especially with the pressure they've been applying tonight. Got to keep that dribble alive and get a better look. Because again, just an empty possession there for the Whai.
Waiting, back to Ledger Walker. Whai will have one more possession, at least in this third period. Nice play there from Ledger Walker. Kick out past to Ratuno. There goes the three from Ratuno.
Oh, I was hoping Chevy was going to shoot that, but I'm glad she didn't as Ratuno knocks down the three.
Big play there from the Kāhu right at the end of the third quarter. Whai have a chance here to respond. Okianga hitting the pause button for a moment. Langton. Nice try from Eva Langton.
Excellent drive there. Exactly what we wanted from the Whai, to get a quality possession, get a couple points on the board, and we're within 3 going into the 4th.
It keeps them in touch, doesn't it? 60-57, with the final quarter coming up.
Okay, fans, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. I like it, I like it. Okay, so if you're enjoying the Just remember, fans, at the Whai Basketball are proud to be partners with the Northern Group, here to fire up with you. Are you in the market or thinking of selling your house? The Northern Group is supporting the Whai. Let them support you too. Have your house appraised by them to see how they help us. The Northern Group.co.nz to get in contact with them. We appreciate you, Northern Group. Okay, fans, all the Whai supporters in the house, stand up, please. We would like everyone to stand up. If you are a Whai supporter, please stand up. If you are a Whai supporter, please stand up.
It's 60-57.
Please stand up. And until
The final quarter about to start. The Whai down by 3, but they will have the first possession.
Okay, Whai supporters.
Kāhu shooting the ball at 41%, the Whai 38. The Whai outscoring the Kāhu 19-14 in that 3rd period. Easily their best defensive effort. Let's see what they're going to do to start this final quarter. Some has been influential in that 3rd quarter. Can she keep it going? There she is with her hands on the ball there now. Here's Jones for 3. Yes!
What a shot in rhythm. Well executed from the Whai. This is a completely different offensive team than we saw from the last 3 quarters.
Who's going to be the MVP? Get into that, folks. Mixandpick.com. I think the best 2 players in this game are on top there, with Jones just getting her 26th point with that 3-pointer. Now Ledger Walker looking to respond. Can't nail it. And there's a tough rebound taken by the Whai. It was Smiler. Now Kirasumi. Here's a pass to Jones. And Jones fouled by Thomas.
I don't think Thomas moved an inch. She's so strong.
Doesn't have to, does she?
No, so strong. And a good job there, finding Jones, cutting through the basket, and she's going to be at the free throw line yet again. Ashley Jones living there tonight, knocking down 8 for 12 so far. Let's see if she can knock down 2 more to add to the total.
Now, it's worth mentioning, too, that Talia Tupai has not started the final quarter.
Yes.
Been out of the game on 5 fouls for a while. Since early in the, about 3 minutes, wasn't it,
yeah,
in the 3rd period?
3 minutes into the 3rd. I was curious to see what Jody would do. I had my money on her starting this 4th quarter, but Jody's smarter than me, so she's saving her for when it matters most at the end of the game.
Well, we'll see when that time will come. Ashley Jones with 28 points.
She's having a phenomenal outing tonight. But on that play there, that back door was wide open. Jones was almost on the ground, and he just did not take that unfortunate possession there for the Kāhu.
Whai up by 2. Last time they led by 2 was 12-10 in the 1st quarter. Now McSpadden doesn't go to work on Thomas. Kirasome with the shot clock down to 5.
Look at Thomas moving on defense against Kirasome, absolutely locking her up. What can she do?
Here's Ratuno. Alvas back to Thomas. And Ledger Walker Just cools it down for a moment. Looking for a set play. Crystal Ledger Walker, the lane opens up. Wide open for three. Pulvers.
Beautiful play. Excellent heads up. Smart play. Great job from Chevy to knock it down from deep.
Kāhu retake the lead. Oh, it's a good game of basketball, isn't it? Hope you're enjoying it. Wherever you're watching this on Sky Sport, these two teams going at it. It's great to see as Kurasumi just astray there. Loose ball. And Thomas has got it. And now this could work out for the Kāhu. Returno lays it in. That was a 2-on-3 situation.
Beautiful. In transition, driving to the basket. She's got an excellent touch. That nice little scooper in the finish. And the Kāhu again in the lead. And defensively, getting another stuff is Eliana Tauihi with the help from Amari Thomas. Can we just mention how quick Amari Thomas is on her feet? She has been unbelievable when she's guarding the point guards. She's so fast and so strong underneath. An absolute asset to this Kāhu team. And a timeout called from the Whai. They'll try to collect themselves, stop this rhythm that the Kāhu have at the moment. Again, going into this timeout, Amari Thomas, 15 points on the night. Rebounds, she's got 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals.
Yeah, not a bad day's work, is it?
Not a bad day for Amari Thomas. Crystal Ledger Walker with 11. And, you know, just contributing, rebounding, assists. She's got 4 assists, 3 steals on the night. She's doing an amazing job.
Well, Thomas, despite her those stats she just read out there, not even featuring in the MixandBig.com poll for MVP. Ashley Jones, her numbers are pretty decent. 28 points, 7 rebounds.
Yeah, she's just spectacular. Spectacular player. Like you said, Amari Thomas, I think she's set such a standard for herself that if she's not dropping 30 a game, then they're like, nah. But people at home may or may not realize how difficult that is to do night in and night out each week when you're expected to play at such a high level. But again, she's barely been out of the game. She's been out for 5 seconds maybe this whole game.
She's had 30 minutes of court time. So yeah, she's had a couple of minutes out of the game.
Yeah, a couple minutes, my bad.
Well, still, it's not much, is it?
No.
Jones inbounds it to McSpadden. Marked by Davidson. Jones runs around trying to get that height advantage over Forster.
Oh.
And there's a mid-range jumper from McSpadden, much needed for the Whai.
Oh, you see the head tilt there. She's like, man, finally I got a bucket. Excellent job. And a good screen there by Panina Davidson.
Exactly, back to a 1-point game. Thomas looking to get the ball to her and almost stolen by Snyder.
Snyder's been so great defensively tonight. It's part of the reason why.
It's been sniping, right?
Yeah, it's been sniping Snyder. Part of the reason why Amari's not on 30 right now is due to that lady right there. She's doing such a good job locking her up, getting her hands on the pass into the passing lanes. Good job defensively from the Whai.
Well, Tupai back out there now. There she is on 5 fouls. Almost getting tangled up there. Now Thomas, and there goes the shot clock.
And again, normally if Tupai's on 4 fouls, she's taking that to Jade all day long. But the fact that she's on 5 and she has a pest like Jade on her, she's like, no, maybe not. And then shot clock gone.
Yeah, just a little gun shy, wasn't she? Here's Kurasumi, caught mid-court. Snyder there to help out. Has to go on Thomas. Oh, Dale's just lost it. Ratuno. Here's Ratuno. On the fast break, she's very good. Doesn't know. That was outstanding from Thomas, and again.
Good that Jones was there. Otherwise, that was going in from Amari Thomas. But you saw that fast break from Ratuno. Just unable to convert. But who's there to clean it up? Amari Thomas. The Kāhu trying to capitalize on this play. And another off-ball foul called. Added to the stat sheet against McKenna Dale.
And there is Dale picking up her 4th foul.
Still with 2 to give. Plenty of time left. Oh, what a play! What a play! The Whai were asleep, and Forster just sprinted to the hoop, wide open.
12 points for Forster. She's been a key contributor for the
absolutely.
Kāhu.
Defensively as well, she's been an asset.
Here's Kurasome trying to get around Davidson. Not going to work that time for Penina Davidson.
Too big a presence underneath is Penina. Tough to go against her when she's got that kind of size on you.
Here's Forster again. Oh, poor pass. Picked off by Jones. 3-on-1 situation. Ashley Jones.
And then there's the call. I was waiting for that call. She was too. Good hustle play. Hard foul in the end. As a player like that, you don't want to give her the and one.
Well, some of those Kāhu players not convinced that was a foul, but
might not have been. Well, what can we see from here, you know?
Here is Ashley Jones. Gets these 2 free throws. She took over 30 points. Oh, she won't actually. Jones now 10 from 15.
That's a lot of trips to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
8 trips in the game, and she's missed that second one as well. And has Dale been found by Thomas there?
No, she was tiptoeing the line on that offensive rebound. Again, 3-point game here. I'm liking the pressure by the Whai.
Kāhu, though. Bit of scoreboard pressure there maybe on Ashley Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's only 3 points, but could be talking about a 67-66 scoreline right now. Here's Forster again. Brilliant ball. Davidson finishes off. Chloe Forster take a bow. That was brilliant.
Silent assassin. She is speedy off the dribble. Great find.
A very good final quarter.
Oh, yeah. She's had a solid game, but especially this quarter, and that's the signature move there from Ashley Jones. Again, like we told you at the beginning of the game, you're going to get sick of, but not sick of seeing her play. Her name is going to be said a lot this season.
Thomas with her 3rd foul.
You see here, she does that quick crossover, just getting the defense to shift enough to get that open lane.
Oh, well. Now, Ashley Jones has missed her last 3 free throws.
Yeah.
From the Chemist Warehouse line.
These are freebies. You've got to knock them down at this point in the game.
Especially when you're 5 points down, 2K Sim.
Exactly. Every point matters. Every single point, especially against a team like the Kāhu.
4-point game. Whai need to stop. Kāhu would love an executed play here, and they've got one.
What a play, what a find. Again, the big slashing to the basket beautifully for the Kāhu.
17 points for Thomas. McSpadden working on Davidson. Jones gets the runaround play. McSpadden with the shot clock down to 6. Oh, it's a low percentage play. Good defense. Snyder. Ball hasn't touched the rim. Snyder got it away in time. And in the end, the Kāhu, that was really good defense.
Oh, yeah, great defense. They've been stringing together defensive possessions well tonight. And another foul called on McKenna Dale early before Amari even got the ball. That's 5 on Dale now. We'll see if she stays in the game. You want her guarding those bigs underneath because she's got really nice size, nice length, but high risk with 4.5 minutes left in the game. So she's going to switch off onto Crystal Ledger-Walker now.
Well, no timeout called by Stojkovic just yet, the Whai coach. If this goes in, he might do it now, and he has. Timeout for after the 3 from Talia Tupaia, and it's blown out to 9 all of a sudden.
Oh, what a shot from Talia Tupaia in the corner. Frustration from having those 5 fouls leading into this quarter, but a beautiful shot there. As you'll see from the leaderboard, Ashley Jones still favorite for MVP of this game. Crystal Ledger-Walker up there as well. But, man, we've got to talk about the contributions of Amari Thomas tonight.
Do just while you dig those out, the Kāhu have scored 9 of the last 10 points. Just that single free throw to Jones at a critical time of the game.
Yeah, 4.5 minutes left. You've got to string together some solid possessions on both ends of the floor. And if you get to the stripe, I know Jones she's done a lot of work tonight, but when you get up there, that's the time. You've got to knock those free throws down and your deficit would be far less than it is by now.
They're just dropping in that area with their free throw percentage dropping to 65% now, the Whai. And the Kāhu at 82. They missed just 4 from 23.
Yeah,
it's a big difference in the game now, isn't it?
That's a huge difference. And again, a team like the Whai, who do love the three-pointers, they've only sunk 4 tonight out of 20 attempts. So shooting 20% from behind the arc, whereas the Kāhu, they're shooting 56%, 9 from 16. So the tides have turned for the teams. Oh, and Crystal Ledger-Walker with the steal. Jade Kirasome sleeping on Crystal, and Amari Thomas unable to convert, but she gets her own rebound. And I'm not sure, are they going to call that on McKenna Dale?
They are, and she's out of the game, Dale. That's her 6th foul. She's going to foul out with 5 points and 3 rebounds. Key player out of the game.
Man.
What about the play from Ledger-Walker, though?
Oh,
that steal was outstanding, her 4th of the game.
Yeah, she's just so intelligent defensively. She had a feeling Jade didn't know where she was behind her, and she just snuck in right as she caught that ball. Beautiful heads-up play.
Tupaia to inbounder. Whai now needs stops, and plenty of them. There's Thomas, got rid of McSpadden. Here's a mid-ranger from Davidson.
Oh, they're getting their lead now, getting comfortable. The Whai really need to ramp it up here on offense. Gotta convert.
Wow, what a turnaround in this last quarter.
And another off-ball call. I think that's gonna be against Forster.
Well, we have a 16-8 scoreline in this 4th quarter in favour of the Kāhu. This lead is now the biggest lead of the game.
It is. And another turnover from the Whai. The Kāhu here gonna burn some clock. Get a great read.
Coach Stojkovic won't be happy off that timeout. There's Forster again, proving a real pain in the butt for the Whai.
Oh, absolutely. There might have been a little bit of an offensive push off there, but we're gonna just close our eyes to that. Ignore that bit.
Chloe Forster, 12 points. Back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe she goes. She's 7 from 8 from there. 8 from 9 now. 8 rebounds, 3 assists. What a performance from Chloe Forster. Remember, Megan Mullings isn't playing tonight due to a knee injury.
Yeah, she's been awesome for the Kāhu tonight. Doing it on both ends, defensively and then contributing offensively as well.
Well, the Whai now need buckets and plenty of them. Snyder. Looking hesitant, aren't they?
Yeah, a little out of rhythm. Not much happening.
Kirasome, shot clock down to 3. McSpadden in a tough position. She's double teamed. Snyder had no chance. Another stop executed by the Kāhu.
Yeah, just empty possessions for the Whai at the moment. They need to get some quicker shots. They need to get some offensive sets.
And here's the smart play coming out. Ledger-Walker slowing the play down here, using the shot clock buck, and there's a foul by Langton.
Yep. A lot of those calls tonight. Might have gotten away with it in another time, but tonight is not the night. You've got to stay in position, especially against someone like Talia. And I believe, is it the Whai that take a timeout?
They need to.
Yep.
It's desperate states now, 13 points down.
Yep.
18-8 the score in this final quarter. The Kāhu executing superbly, really bouncing back nicely after that 3rd quarter where they just hit the wobbles a little bit.
Oh yeah, they're asserting their dominance now, and you can tell they've got their full strength roster on at the moment with Davidson, Thomas, Tupaia, Ledger-Walker. They're a force, you know? When you have players like that and you've got a deep bench, really lucky.
And they're playing well together, aren't they?
Absolutely.
You know, this is just the 2nd game of the season for the Kāhu, isn't it?
Yeah, but
really
a lot of these players,
nicely.
a lot of these players have known each other and they've grown up together, and that's a really big asset. And then you've got Amari Thomas coming back from last season, and she was a huge, huge force. but they just are consistent. You know, they're steady. They don't get too rushed. They don't get too frazzled. They stick to their sets. They run their sets, and they get rewarded for it, as you see here tonight.
Yeah, Omari Thomas, in between playing these 2 seasons for Kāhu, she's been playing in Finland, of all places.
What a beautiful place to play.
Yeah.
She was MVP, wasn't she?
Last year, she was our league's highest scorer, 27 points per game she averaged.
Finnish league as well.
Yeah, and not rightly so, great player.
Yeah.
Now Tauihi at the line, really looking to ice it now for the Kāhu.
Yeah, this is quite a big deficit to come back from the Whai.
This is tough basketball being executed by the Kāhu as well.
It's a physical game tonight from both teams.
Here's Jones. Spadden. Again, it's the Whai looking hesitant all of a sudden. They just can't find chinks in the armor.
Yeah, it's just a bit of mishmash, not gelling well, not running their sets. They look a little bit different than they did in the game last week.
Just in this last quarter, all their confidence seems to have been shot, hasn't it?
The Kāhu tend to have that effect on teams with all their experience. They're a bit intimidating bunch.
Ledger Walker. Here's Thomas for 3. Looking for a 3rd 3 of the game, not to be. Now Kurasome. Here's Jones on the fast break, but back there to seal it off is Talia Tauihi.
I hope that wasn't an ankle there from Jones. It might have been. Yeah, I think she slipped. Might have rolled the ankle there. At this stage, probably safe to take her out of the game.
Yeah.
Not cause any further damage.
That's exactly what's happening. Ashley Jones going to sit down with 29 points and 7 rebounds. A mighty effort from her again. That might be the last we see of her in this game.
Yeah. If you're the Whai, you probably want to just keep her healthy. Don't want to risk it. She's such a key player for the Whai.
Forster now for the Kāhu. Davidson. Ambitious pass picked off by Kurasome. Tokianga. Finding miracles to fall now. Kurasome for 3.
Oh,
rattles it in.
What a look. Great look. And just like that, they're up in the grill of the Kāhu, trying to get a stop. And a foul, hard foul there by Jade. On Chloe Forster again. She'll be at the free throw line.
Kurasome with their 4th foul.
12-point game with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Kurasome now with 12 points in the contest. That was the number she got last week against the Whai. Tough player, Jay Kurasome. He's 24 years of age, born in Brisbane, but has Kiwi folks. And hello, was that a
unsportsmanlike maybe?
Foul, yeah, it must have been. So you see Forster nailing the free throw.
These are the hardest free throws to make. No one else is around. You know you should make it. No pressure at all, but all the pressure on yourself. There she goes, knocks it down.
Chloe Forster's had a terrific, Forster rather had a terrific game. The West Australian, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Excellent game.
Yeah, she's been a pivotal force for the Kāhu tonight.
Ledger Walker, wind the clock down. Oh, there's a strange sight. Crystal Ledger Walker losing possession.
Oh, they're going to call it on McSpadden.
Can you believe that?
Oh, she can't believe it either. I would have definitely given that to Crystal, but fortunately for her, it was on McSpadden.
Crystal Ledger Walker going to the line. She's scored 11 points in the game. First visit to the Chemist Warehouse stripe in the game for Crystal Ledger Walker.
That's a bit of a rarity for this game. Most everybody's been to the line at this stage. shooting 82%, the Kāhu are, from the stripe tonight. As opposed to, for the Whai, they're shooting 65.
14-point game. Excellent performance by the Kāhu in this last quarter. It was in the balance, this game. At the end of the third quarter for sure. They have really kicked clear.
Good job by Smiler, sticking her nose in there, crashing the boards. She will find herself at the stripe.
Remember, it was just a 3-point game at three-quarter time, 60-57.
Well, that's just it. You've got to be locked in for all 4 quarters against the Kāhu. Just the depth, the experience, the intelligence, the basketball IQ of everybody on that bench. Any one of them could potentially start the game. You know, they've got such a stacked squad.
Kaylee Smiler with those 2 free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. 1:36 to play. Cleverly done by Ledger Walker. Bairstow back out there now to end the game. This is Steph Bairstow. To Fire, trying to work off Davidson. And a foul late in the play again by the Whai.
Getting double teamed, just trying to clear the way. She's happy it wasn't against her, I'll tell you that much. She will find herself at the stripe. To add a couple more to her total. She's on 17 for the night, which is impressive. Granted that she was sitting out for basically a quarter and a half.
Exactly, on 5 fouls. And this again is another real factor in the game that the Kāhu are still going to get the job done here. Kaysen with one of their best players sitting out for that amount of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty impressive all-round team effort. Now, Eva Langton.
Oh, what a shot from Eva Langton. She can do that. Would have loved to see her come into the game a little bit earlier to try to get the Whai fired up from behind the arc. She has that ability, as you see there.
7 points off the bench for Langton.
We're in a 10-point game now.
1 minute to play. Yeah, foul given up by Emma Rogers.
Is that her 5th?
Let's have a look here. Emma Rogers, yes, it's her 5th foul.
Yeah, she had about 3 fouls in half a second earlier in the game.
And here is Tauihi. The free throw line. Eliana hasn't scored in the game. Didn't play last week, and there's her first points of the season.
Beautiful, love that for Ellie. Big fan of Ellie.
Cook Islands rep, of course, as we see the second free throw dropping too. Hokianga. Around her Fern's teammate there, Anderson, who's got some action. The end of this game for the Kāhu. Smiler kicks it over to Sophie Rogers. Inside rebound by Smiler. Free of her defender, no basket. She's been called for travelling.
Interesting. Yeah, I like it. I like the take to the basket, the strength. Unfortunate on the call. Kāhu drawing all the fouls tonight.
Those Rogers sisters give it everything, don't they?
They really do, don't they?
18 and 16 years of age. They leave it all out there.
Guess how many fouls the Whai are on tonight without looking?
It's hard not to look, isn't it? Have we cracked 50 fouls between the two teams?
27 against the Whai,
Yes, we
and
have.
24 against the Kāhu.
Yes, we have cracked 50 fouls for the game.
I want to know if this is a record on a game that does not go into overtime.
Oh, yeah. Be up there, isn't it? In fact, 52 fouls now in the game.
They're going to use the BNZ player timeout here. The Whai, they're going to advance the ball forward and hopefully get 3 points on this play if they can.
They're reminding you that that BNZ ticket to the big game is still active. Just scan that QR code. 5,000 tickets to give away to school groups, sports groups, community groups to come along and see a Tauihi game. Scan that code. Fill out your group's details on that online form and grab your tickets to the big game. All thanks to BNZ. Hokianga, as we wind this one out now. Nice play.
Oh, rejected by Asia Anderson. What a play. Let it up there, spike it out of bounds. Great job from Asia.
Back to work she goes, though.
Yep.
6 on the shot clock. Nice play from Kaylee Smiler. That's good finishing.
Yeah, great footwork there from Kaylee Smiler, just dancing around the defense.
So here's the last play with Bairstow. Tuaiti settles it down for Forster, who's had a big influence on the outcome of this result. Bairstow, the last possession, and the defending champion, the Northern Kāhu. A tight 3 quarters it was. The Whai, they led by just 3 at 3-quarter time, but the defending champion Kāhu come good in that last quarter, outscoring their opponents by 9 in that final 10 minutes to win here in Tauranga, 87-75. And Crystal Ledger-Walker wins the MVP vote on the mixandpick.com with 12 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds and 4 steals.
Well, she had such a solid performance tonight for the Kāhu, coming in and just making her presence known on both ends of the floor, creating turnovers left, right, and center. As you see here, the top scorers were Jones and Tupaia with 29 and 18 apiece. Kirasome and Thomas not too far behind. Eva Langton coming into the game and dropping 7. Forrester was 17, and I believe 14 of those were from the free throw line. Crystal Ledger-Walker, as we talked about, with 12. McSpadden kept silent tonight with only 7, but cleaned it up on the rebounds with 10, and as well as Thomas. Forster and Jones about the same, and the rest of the way, everyone contributed quite nicely. Tuaiti with 3 assists. Kirasome dishing it out well. Ledger-Walker, again, gonna hear her name a lot this season as well. Again, with the blocks. Jones had a block, Thomas had 2. Asia Anderson with that spike there at the end.
Yeah, and the steals, we mentioned Ledger-Walker. Brilliant performance from her.
Yeah, just doing an unbelievable job for the Kāhu. Snyder, again, defensively was so strong, but not strong enough to take down